Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with straight left hand.
Oh, there's a knockdown score with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother, Just Due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdueboxing shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family, man. How y'all feeling on this good Thursday, man? This week went by fast, man. We back to build on this boxing and give it its just due, how we always do. Talk to me, my good people. How y'all feeling, man? Hit that like button for your boy. Double tap that screen, man. One time for the one time. Sub to the channel. Turn them noties on. Support the build. We're going to get to it, man. We're going to talk about this, man. And just for the record, just to start the stream off, man, I hope Tank knock Jake ass out. And he done put my boy in the dress, man. I hope he knock his ass out. Out here calling him the king of AI, man. I hope he be the king of sleep study at the November 14th. I really do. I really, nothing against Jake, but I hope Tank spark his ass. I really do. But we going to talk about it, man. We got the little TMZ clip from Jake. Interview that he did, man. People still complaining, man. I see a lot of Trey Styles is out there, man. You know, see a lot of Trey Styles, like, a lot of complaining and stuff, man. We're going to talk about it, though. Over here, we just have fun with the boxing, man. We're going to talk some stuff, though. We're going to have fun with it. But I had seen a clip from the Boxing Voice. And, you know, they always got these wild callers that call into the show. And I heard, Tank and Boots comparison. Buddy was like, Tank Davis. I know Boots Ennis is the new Tank Davis, basically saying that the way he's moving, he don't really want to fight nobody. And the same old Boots slander. You got old ass liver spot Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy looking. Rick Glaser still hating on Boots, man. I don't know what's up with all the Boots slander, but I ain't going for it, man. You know what I'm saying? The boxing slander is wild in these streets, y'all. I don't know what's up with everybody. Why y'all so mad at it? Yeah, I looked on Twitter just a little while ago. Like, boxing Twitter is like a fake place, bro. They go all congregate on Twitter and hate boxing together. It's crazy. Every day I see the same stuff. People tweet, all negativity all day. Not over here, man. We like to have fun with it, man, you know? Shout out to the family, man. Everybody that's rocking with the Jusdueboxing brand, man. I appreciate y'all. Another day to get boxing is Just Do, and we on the job. We gonna do just that. Let me say what's up to the family. DP Rocker is in the building. What's good, my guy? How you feeling? Ghetto Fab is in the building. Cal Cooler, blessings, family. How you feeling? JP is in the building. What it do, my guy? So the NBA looks interesting so far. Judah Vision, my dog. Flawless mentality. Shout out to the OG, Dr. Mark. BJ's in the building. Damon, what up, family? How you feel? Yeah, they put my guy in the dress. Judah Vision, you feel me? CJ, what it do, homie? How you feeling? I know that gotta be Jake work. The reason why I think it's Jake work because it look AI generated. The picture look AI generated. It look like something Jake Paul would do. It do. Look like something he'd do, but you know, I seen an interesting conversation come up, and you know, Buddy was like, yeah, you know, Jake, you know, Boots Ennis is the new Tank Davis. You know, that Eddie Hearn seen what Tank did, and basically he's emulating, you know, trying to have the same kind of success with Boots that they had with Tank. And look, that would be cool, but the thing is, man, and I'm gonna keep saying it because people just don't see it. There is no moving to 154 pounds and then just coasting out, just taking it easy. Like, what I'm saying is, if Jaron Ennis plans is to not fight none of the top guys and just get wins and highlight reel knockouts over the Limas of the world, right? You know, 154 is the absolute worst division for him to have moved to with that mentality, because it'll expose you, because it's so deep, there's so much talent there, so many people to mix and match, there's so many different people for you to fight. Whereas as time go, if you don't fight none of these guys, like, it's gonna look crazy. It's gonna look crazy if you don't fight nobody, right? At some point you gotta put belt to ass, and it gotta be one of these top guys. And like I keep saying, man, it's just a matter, I feel like, of the business being worked out. People always rushing to judgment, man. It's crazy. Instead of enjoying boxing and bigging these guys up, we rush we rush to judgment, and we just in a rush to write everybody off. Nobody is good. Everybody's a fraud. Everybody's a hype job. Nobody's really who they say they are. Like, man, get out of here, man. Jaron Ennis, I'm telling you, he's gonna beat the hell out of one of the 54-pounders when he get the chance, and y'all gonna have to change your tune, like I've been saying, bro. But again, like, I get it. You know, it's a little frustrating when you want to see guys being matched, a guy with that kind of talent be matched up with better fighters. I get it, but it's all about a timing and opportunity, man. And boxing being the business that it is, you already know, just getting guys on the same page ain't the easiest thing to do. We've seen this shit time and time before, you know? So I don't think he's in a situation where it's safe to be at 54, right? You gotta, that's the like show and prove division. You get what I'm saying? It's way too much talent there. Everybody, and I think everybody would be willing to fight. People forget, man. It's a reason why we rock with 54 the way we do. It's a reason why it's one of the hottest divisions, because not only do they have the talent, they have guys that are willing to fight each other as well. You know what I'm saying? So just got to let these fights happen, man. Sit back, enjoy them. Enjoy the ride, man. I'm enjoying the Boots show. I think the Boots era has started, you know what I mean, with the last fight or so at 47 on to now. And I think if he make himself a 2-division champion in his next fight, that's a smart business move for Boots. And then you go chase those killers, man. I'm telling you, bro, in a perfect world, that's the way to do it, man. You add more hardware, man, more accolades, and you know what I mean? They gotta up that bag, man. And now you go over there, and when you want to go to make these fights, you got something extra for these dudes to fight you for. They got less of a reason to not fight you. You a champion, a world champion at 154 pounds. Nobody should be saying they won't fight you. Not a single soul. Everybody should be wanting to fight. So again, man, the boot slander is nasty work. Whether or not if he's the new Tank Davis, man, I don't see it that way. Tank is Tank. He had his career. He's done it the way he's done it, and it's worked for him. Boots Ennis is moving the way he's moving, and it's working for him so far. We just gotta be a little bit more patient, man. I know people hate that word in boxing, but I would salute the people that still rocking with Boots through and through all this criticism, the slander. You get what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all Philly, y'all got one. And y'all know all it is a matter of opportunity for this kid. And he gonna prove it in a huge way. That's what I believe. You don't got nobody just going in there beating his ass. Y'all know Boots is gonna be a headache for somebody. Ace, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? 2 cents in the building. What's good with it, man? Next on that chopping block, probably a Bass. Possibly. Jordan, what's good with it, homie? How you feeling, bro? Showtime, the guy in the building. What's good with it? And that's probably more than likely, you know, but I don't get it. Like, look, let's talk about it real quick, and I'm gonna pull the clip up in a second that got me talking about this. But you know, I was just browsing on Twitter. You know, this was just something that I've seen, and I'm like, man, y'all gotta stop, yo. Like, I get it, man. Like, but yeah, whatever, man. Show somebody if Boots is not good, somebody should be able to show that at some point, right? You know what I'm saying? Somebody should be able to upset him. Somebody should be able to dethrone him, take his O. Somebody should be able to calm him down, beat his ass, put him in his place, show him he not good. Somebody should be able to do this. Like, because the narratives is not going to do it. I don't give a damn how you dress it up, how you think you cooking, what point you think you making. At the end of the day, when that man is inside that square circle, he is one of the absolute best, and he's a showman. He's a showman, and I believe this shit is not going to change when the competition ramps up. I don't. These narratives ain't going to do it, bro. Shout out to Q2X. What's good with it, fam? You know what I'm saying? The narratives ain't going to do it, bro. The fact of the matter is, before a few fights ago, he barely could fire rounds where this kid lost definitively, right? Let's not forget who we talking about here. It's a reason people call him the Phenom. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. Until somebody is able to go out there, whether it's, you know, Philly or whatever, and get in front of Jaron Ennis and make him not look like who he is, I'm not trying to hear nothing you talking about. You be talking to a brick wall at this point. I'm not hearing none of the Boot slander. This shit is wild, bro. This shit is wild, man. And y'all know how boxing go, man. If you had a talent like Boots, you would be selling it the same way Eddie Hearn is selling it. Don't tell me you won't, because if you not, you'll be a damn fool. Eddie, man, if I'm Eddie, you damn right. I ain't shutting up about Jaron Ennis, about this talent I got. I ain't shutting up about him. You want me to shut up, beat his ass? Regardless of who he fighting, somebody got to beat his ass. If he ain't that, somebody should be able to show me. That man, I'm telling you, man, when the next and one mixtape come out featuring your favorite fighter at 54 against Boots, don't say I didn't tell you so. Don't say Jusdueboxing wasn't on his channel trying to tell you the real, trying to get y'all to prepare for it. When the next and one mixtape is featuring your favorite fighter and Boots is painting that Picasso on him, don't say I ain't tell you. Don't say I ain't tell you, bro. Shout out to Tina. How you feeling? Yeah, he said, I think Boots should take fights that make money first, such as Virgil Ortiz and Jordan, and go after Xander. I think what he gonna do, shout out to Tina. I think what he gonna do is try to secure a belt. You know what I'm saying? And make the fight even more appealing for those guys when he try to step in there with the bigger guys. I think that'd be the ideal situation, right? Chase one of those guys down. Chase one of them belts down. Kind of position yourself, get yourself some leverage at the weight class, separate yourself from everybody else and then go after them guys. But I'm with you. I want to see those fights as well. And Eddie Hearn has spoken about each of those fights that you mentioned with the Fundors, the Ortizes of the world. I just think it's a matter of time and them just getting the business right. And I know people don't like to hear that, but that's really what be holding these fights up. Timing, ego, pride. People don't be on the same page. They don't be getting what they want. Open negotiations be killing fights sometimes. It's a number of things and moving parts. But I think at the end of the day, Jaron Ennis is in a weight class where you have to prove it. And it's just a matter of time. I'm telling y'all, well, I'm riding with Boots is what I'm telling y'all. That's what I'm getting at the end of the day. Jermell, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? Yeah, man, look, do your boy a solid if you in the building and you rocking with me. Double tap that screen, man. We're going to build for a bit, man. We're going to talk this boxing for a bit, you know? So, look, y'all know me. Everybody got their own takes. They got their way they do things. Over here, I just like to look at the glass half full. And with Boots, there's far too much talent. And I think, you know, Eddie not only promotes him the way he do, I think he believes a lot of the things that he say about him, right? And how do you make – the thing is now we know what Eddie say about him, right? Now he has to show these people what he see, right? And make the people the believers, right? There's a lot of naysayers out there, and it's fun. It's going to be cool watching Boots prove people wrong in his way, right? Similar to how Crawford, you know, proved people wrong throughout his career and still doing it, even with the Canelo win, right? I think Boots is going to be in a similar space where once he start getting the fights that are meaningful for him, he's going to make the most out of them opportunities. I think then he'll really be able to show and showcase what his true worth is in the sport. And I think that'll shut a lot of the noise up. You're never going to be able to please everybody, but I think all it takes is one of those one of those guys. And I'm telling you, when that next And One mixtape come out featuring Virgil Ortiz or, you know, whoever it is that y'all keep throwing out there, the Fundoras of the world, all them guys, I'm telling you, when that next And One mixtape say, yeah, your favorite fighter, tune in because it's going to get ugly. I'm telling you, that shit going to get ugly. Don't say I ain't tell you. But look, you know, I've seen this on Twitter and Rick Glaser. It just be the most random shit to me. One thing I have to give Boots Ennis credit for, he's got everyone fooled that he's actually boxing. Next great thing. Everyone except this 67-year-old, 35-year career boxing guy. Nah, I don't think he got everybody fooled. You know, if he had everybody fooled, he wouldn't still be getting slandered. You know what I'm saying? If Boots had everybody fooled, he wouldn't still be getting slandered the way he is. So I don't think he got everybody fooled, but I do think he's captured the imagination of the people, but for better or for worse. So all Boots got to do is keep a cool head just like he's always been, right? And stay focused on the prize. He's been trusting the process this far. I think it's put him in a good position, whether people want to believe it or not. Since he got with Eddie, things have gotten a bit better for him. You get what I'm saying? Things have got a bit better for him. So now you just want to see him move on to that next phase. And how do you do that? You move to the division. I told y'all it was going to be an And One mixtape against Lima. Told y'all. Shout out to the queen. I always got to credit Shower. I told y'all he was going to be like Castile Clayton 2.0. It was worse. He beat his ass. He made the highlight reel knockout, got him up out of there. Right now he got people talking. I told you, you know, the fans is the ones that's rocking with him going to salute him. And they just ready to see the next fight, a bigger fight. But the naysayers, they going to keep talking their shit. And I'm telling you, on to the next for Boots. Just stay locked in, man. And it's going to be a matter of time. It's going to be a matter of time before he break through the mold. It's going to be a matter of time. I'm telling you, they're going to have to walk all that stuff back. I'm like, damn, man, this dude really is that. He really is. Now they're going to start saying, I see why they was comparing him to Roy Jones. I'm telling y'all going to see it. But Rick Glaser is, I don't know, man. He's just a grumpy old man at this point. It ain't even a PBC thing. I just think he's a grumpy old man. I get it, man. There's ways to criticize fighters, but I just think these random attacks online is what's wrong with the sport in a big way, or at least the people that represent and support it, right? But at the end of the day, tweets like this, I think, gonna age like spoiled milk. You know what I'm saying? Tweets like this gonna age like spoiled milk. Boots don't got nobody fooled. He letting y'all know what it is. Yeah, he called out all the fighters because that's what he's supposed to do. He letting you know what his intention is when he get the opportunity. He want to fight the absolute best that he can get. And why wouldn't he? He should want to fight these guys. So I don't doubt that he's going to be willing to fight any and everybody at 54, man. I'm telling you. I believe what YSM said. I don't believe Boots is no fluff. I don't believe that he's just a guy that just, want to fight lesser opposition. Like, I don't believe none of that. Like, and this is the thing. When as an amateur, he was amongst the best, winning the tournaments and stuff like that. You done heard Shakur Stevenson speak about how good Boots was as an amateur. We all know. So what I'm saying was he was always competing amongst the best. Now that he has an opportunity to do it with the money on the line, with everything when it count, come on, man. You telling me what makes you think a guy that talented won't want to fight a Virgil? What makes you think a guy that talented won't want to fight a Fundora, Charlo, whoever is in his way at 54, whoever got a belt? He said that's what he want. He want the names or the belts or both. He get one of the, he gonna get one or the other, man. People just gonna have to fall back and accept it, man. I said the Mexican homie from Baltimore, he's serving a little bit. Z, what it do, homie? How you feeling, man? Good to see my guy. Tay, what's good with it? Yeah, man. Roger, what's good with it? Yeah, Rick always on hating time. But look, let me play the little clip for y'all while y'all here, man. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, man. We're gonna get to it. We is gonna get to it.
Jaron Ennis is the new Tank Davis. I really think that Eddie Hearn is taking they gotta let us do what we do blueprint. This guy, Lima, next, don't let them fool you. It's gonna be a boss, another zombie that walked towards him. And unfortunately, Ness, I think that Hearn has seen what Tank Davis has become. If you become a highlight reel, if you deliver sensational knockouts, if you are down with the culture, if you talk the talk but don't have to necessarily walk the walk, the fans will get behind you and they'll continue to make excuses for you. Ain't no way in hell. You want Virgil Ortiz to fight Bohachuk, to fight Majavov, to fight Lubin, and then turn around and fight goddamn Jaron Ennis? Are you serious? Nah. Let Virgil Ortiz take a Lima bean.
Nah. They be pissed off, bro. Shout out to the Boxer Boys. Shout out to Ness, man. Always an interesting conversation over there. And look, I hear where he was trying to go with it, but no two careers are the same. Tank's career is Tank's career. Boots' career is Boots. At the end of the day, we just got to sit back and see if he's not going to do these things that he said he's going to do. It's very premature, despite him being 28 or having 30-plus fights. None of that shit matters. Opportunity matters. When opportunity presents itself, let's see what happens. That's what I want to see. Now he's finally up here. The fight is out the way. He looked phenomenal. On to the next guy. I'm telling you, it's not safe up there. He's not going to just camp out. There's no scenario in boxing. I would completely fall off the Boots wave if he just showed me that he's not willing to fight nobody and do nothing that he said he's going to do. I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe that. So when he say he want the Virgils of the world, when he calling for Baccarat, when he calling for Baccarat, I believe him, bro. I do. I believe him. And I'm telling you, when granted the opportunity, y'all going to believe him too. I'm telling you. Say, my Jamal Bohachuk, two fighters just walked towards you. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. And he got credit for them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I bet you Boots beat them up. They still would complain, bro. Bass is a world champ. Yup, and they still going to complain, Roger. They still going to complain about him being a world champion. Because that's how these fans have conditioned themselves to believe. Like, they almost like talk to like, I'm not giving him credit for that. Nah, he don't have the name. I don't care if he got a title. He don't have the name. I don't know who that is. He's not good. Shit. You see, Ennis Tellers mess around and found out what a boss Baru was or who he was. You get me? Pretty sure he went to that fight feeling like he was going to win too. Him and his team, I know they was confident when they took that fight. Man, it goes to show you that nothing is given in boxing. Nothing is a given. You got to earn all that shit. You can't just think that. You get me? Just because a guy is not somebody you're familiar with, that he can't go, that he can't scrap. I'm telling you, don't be somebody that learn the hard way. Yeah, I'm telling you, Kyle, they be about to lose their minds, bro. They be thinking they cooking with these talking points, but they don't. I don't see it, man. It's like you trying to compare what Boots is doing to what Tank Davis is doing. And like I said before, he clearly moved in another division. He clearly trying to chase down these titles. And he letting you know it's about legacy. It's about trying to chase undisputed if possible. Or the names. Boots is letting you know that. And like I said, man, they don't have the same career no matter how you want to try to slice it. They're not the same fighter. Boots is not the new Tank Davis. It ain't no new Tank Davis. It's only one Tank Davis. It ain't no next Tank Davis. None of that right now. It's just one. It's one Gervonta Davis. That's it. None of these other guys are him, and that just is what it is, man. You get me? Boots got to do what he do, and I'm telling you, a lot of people going to be walking it back, eating words and spinning the block and switching up what they saying. Watch. Try to jump back on the bandwagon. I ain't going, man. Stay where you at, man. I'm telling you, this dude is the real deal. It's only a matter of time before he show it, bro. Only a matter of time. Look at the disrespect for Boots, man. Look at him, man. Look how they do. Look how they be trying to play my guy. Tune up. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. When those fights are replaced, those tune-ups are replaced with those names that y'all been talking crazy about or ranting and raving about, when they go from tune-up to Virgil or Ortiz or Fundora or Bakram, your Baccarat, as Boots called him, right? When they start going to all them, Keith Thurman was doing a lot of talking, right? Get in there and fight him. That's all I'm saying, because I hear people criticizing his move to fight Lima. Well, get in there and fight him. Some of y'all should be begging to show the boxing world that Boots ain't it. Everybody at 54 should be chomping at the bit like, man, that's fool's gold right there. Everybody should be in a rush to beat Boots up. I'm telling you, that shit not gonna be easy, man. That's not gonna be an easy scout. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, he could lose. I ain't saying unbeatable. But man, watch. Yeah, a Picasso coming soon. The next and one mixtape volume. What Boots got? 30-something fights. Volume 30-something coming up. You get me? I'm telling you, X Shift, what's good with it, fam? I'm telling you, they hating now. They gonna love him later. Watch. The next and one mixtape coming to a town near you, featuring your favorite fighter. Insert said name, bro. You can insert any one of them names at 154 pounds, and already right off the rip, you got a crazy fight. Tell me you don't. Like, seriously, y'all, let's talk about it, bro. All this tune-up garbage they be talking. Who you got if he was to fight him tomorrow? Like, who you got just definitively beating him at 154? Y'all talk to me. Anybody in here? It's just a conversation. Like, who you got for sure? If you know if he had to fight them next at 154 pounds, he getting his ass beat. That's what people should ask themselves. Never mind all that other shit. You get me? He ain't no guaranteed win for nobody in the division, is what I'm saying. Nobody. I don't care if you're holding the title. I don't care if you're on the come up. I don't care if you're a middle of the pack, run of the mill. I don't give a damn. A journeyman, a gatekeeper. I don't give a damn. Whoever it is at 154 pounds, you could from high to low, top to bottom. If you put them on the other side of Jaron Boots Ennis, they're gonna have the fight of their life. I guarantee you that. Guarantee you, win, lose, or draw. And you know that. That's how you know what his worth is. You know that. You know it. It ain't nobody that you can find, good or bad, top to bottom, that you can say, all right, yeah, Boots fight him, 100% he losing. Tell me I'm lying, y'all. Anybody in here, tell me if your boy just lying right now. Am I lying to y'all or what? That's how you know he one of them. They know damn well what he is. Everybody that shared the ring with him, everybody end up saying the same type of thing about Boots, bro. They start talking about his athleticism, the speed, the power, the creativity, bro. His conditioning, all these different things. And you see that shit show up in the fights too. That's all I'm saying, man. Show me, pick one guy out the hat at 54 that you know gonna beat him. You get me? That you know. Shout out to Jay Grant. What's good, Jay? How you feeling, my guy? Yeah, man, y'all double tap that screen, man. Hit that like button for your boy one time for the one time. I'm only confident Charlo beating him. And I ain't mad at that. And you see, and that, you know why I respect that, Rozier? Because Charlo is a proven dog, right? And I ain't mad at that confidence whatsoever. Like, I get where that comes from. But you get what I'm trying to say? Even with that being said, I ain't saying there's nobody that can beat him. But I'm just saying, even now, even if you had Charlo beating him, right? If they fought next in a next fight, you know he gonna give Charlo one of the fights of his life, right? That's where I'm at with it. And I just can't wait till the opportunity present itself where he could take full advantage and showcase all the shit that I'm up here speaking. I'm telling you, and that's what I believe. That's what Boots is gonna do. I'm sticking to it. I'm tired of it. Like I said before, if they could keep taking digs and slandering the kid, I could get a man in Justin. Shout out to ASAP, Low Dog. What it do, man? Yeah, double tap that screen, man. Let's go, man. Support the grind, man. We grinding over here. We on our way to 11K. I think we like, I don't know, we like 50 away or something like that. Something like that. But let's get to it. Let's keep grinding, y'all. Let me pull this up from Bernie real quick. Bernie the boxer, man, was asked some questions about Boots, and you know he never holds his tongue when it comes to Boots Ennis. But Bernie's a funny guy, man. But deep down, Bernie know Boots the real deal. Know what I'm saying? QT said the problem with Boots is the promotion is lazy. I don't think so. I think the promotion is on par. But I hear you. But I think it's cool. I think the problem, QT. Shout out to my brother A1 Hoops on. How you been, Brody? Shout out to my guy, man. Always good to see my guy in the building. Charlo gonna have to be lines only for that fight. You get me, Rozier? He gonna have to be world class, top notch Charlo. That's what I'm saying. Like, he gives everybody hell and fits at 54, man. We know this, man. You know, we all know this stuff, ladies and gentlemen. We know this, good folks. Fight family. We know Boots giving people headaches and hell in the boxing ring. Oh, where is it at? Where is it? Hold on, give me a second, man. Where is my guy, Boiney? There it go. There it is, y'all. Double tap that screen for your boy, y'all. Said, man, take care of business. Stand out the way, man. Oh, you already know. I'm going to hit you, A1. You know it. Bernie killed me when he said boot skills is average. You know, I think, you know what, look, I take some of that with a grain of salt with Bernie, right? I think just naturally with him being somebody that's compared to Crawford and was like a possible potential opponent, I think it makes him rate him a certain way. But I think when it's all said and done, he knows full well that he got skills. You get what I'm saying? He knows full well he got skills. He knows full well. You know what I'm saying? He knows full well I'm going to hit you when it's joint over, A1. You already know. But let's get to it. Let's hear what Bernie had to say, man. Let's see what he said about Boots in this one.
Cool. All right. Tell me so here with my guy, Bernie the boxer. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. I got some good sleep and you know, shoot, I'm ready to go praise the Lord. I can't complain. I won't complain.
Boy,
I hear that, man. You know who got some good sleep, man? Lima got some good sleep last night, man. What was your thoughts on the
fight? It was a good, you know. He went out there.
Double tap that screen, y'all.
You know, I never heard of the guy, never seen nothing on the guy. And Boots, you know, did what he's supposed to do, got him out of there, made it look easy. I mean, you know, for what it was worth.
Do you think that it's like the hype right now following that fight is just like, oh my gosh, Boots can't be beat, the guy at 154? You think it's a little bit overblown right now?
I mean, I truly do, man. I do, you know. And I think that everybody
was good
that's involved with this boxing thing is just, we see his display of talent. We see that. But who is it against? I mean, you know, we never heard of this guy. So I would have rather him fight even like a Tony Harrison or something. At least a name guy, a former world champion, or, you know, I don't know. Like I'm saying, so he got 30-something fights now. It's time to, you know, fight somebody that's equal yoke of some sense, you know.
So will your perception and will your tone change if he ends up fighting Virgil Ortiz in the first quarter of 2026? If he gets
But
that.
I want to see how he do. And I want to see how he do, you know. If he performed the same way in a dominant fashion against Virgil Ortiz as he did against Stanionis, and I think Stanionis was overblown. But if that level of competition, if he does that, then he what everybody say is Breadman, Greg Hackett. He you know. But we got yet to see it, and I don't believe he believes in himself that much.
And look, I'm always, I always have my own assessments and criticism, right? But I always leave room for the understanding and try to see where somebody coming from. I get it from Bernie's point of view. Like, he's a guy that he's not in the gym watching the Boots put the work in, like the Greg Hackett's, the YSMs of the world, right? He's not out there in Philly the way they are, right? But one thing he is in the gym with Bud Crawford, right? He's been seeing this guy work for years and years. So, you get me? He's seen that firsthand. So it's hard for him to see anybody comparing to what he felt like he'd been watching in Bud Crawford. That's not been nothing short of special, right? But you could understand why the Greg Hackett's or the YSMs or anybody that's able to have firsthand experience watching Boots feel the way they feel about him. But, and then some of his criticism is fair because it's always about the competition level. But to be fair to Boots, if Bernie thinking about it, this is the same shit to a degree that they did to Crawford, bro. They did the same thing. He ain't fought nobody. We ain't seeing it against nobody. And my point used to always be, well, it's the way the performances look. That you get what I'm saying, where you see that he's special. And I think when you get a name, the performance still gonna be special and everything gonna come full circle. I think that's what it is for Boots. It's just he's with Eddie Hearn. And Eddie Hearn got to do his job, bro, at the end of the day and make those fights. You get me? He got to put his man in position to make fights. We know what he'd do against any other kind of guy. The champion and Stanionis, great win. Those run-of-the-mill guys, he going to beat them down. But let's see what he do with the Virgils, the Backrams, the Fonduras, right? All of these top guys up there, the Conwells, and whoever else you could think, the Charlos, anybody that's world-class, you gotta find a way to secure one of those fights for him, and sooner than later. And then I think naturally people have to fall back with all the slander.
His fans is driving me nuts too because,
but again,
let me say, I
do believe that he believes in himself. I just don't believe all of the moves, all of the decisions are left up to Boots, right? Just like in anybody else situation, right? And I said this before, you can say what you want about him and Eddie Hearn and what they're doing, but you also hear and see situations on the other side where offers be made, multiple offers be made. Guys don't accept offers. You hear multiple guys coming out saying money ain't good. That's not Boots not believing in himself. That's not Eddie Hearn not believing in Boots. That one could make the argument that these guys are not believing in themselves because every single time it's time for y'all to fight Jaron Ennis, all of a sudden y'all need the most money that y'all have ever gotten in your career. Y'all asking for shit that you've never made in for a boxing match, right? So it can't be both, right? Like if he hype and if he really ain't this and that, then I find it odd that people are asking for career high paydays to go in there against a damn hype job. They know what it is with Boots, man. The shit ain't no hype. So Bernie, I think he just got to consider that, man. Some of the same criticism that Boots is getting now is what Crawford been going through in his career. And what do? He silenced the critics by continuing to win, block out the noise, and then when you get those opportunities, you make the most of them. That's exactly what Terrence Crawford did. That's exactly what Boots got to do. Don't tell me that he got to do it any differently than what Crawford did. Nah, just stay down, keep your head down, stay in the gym, stay on point. You're in a new weight class. I think you could take over up there and just keep beating their ass and keep making sure you ain't on the same page with Eddie Hearn and y'all able to collectively work together and push to make the right fights for you, man. I'm still on board with the Boots experiment. I'm on board with it, man. I ain't abandoning Boots, but all in all, I do believe he believes in himself, bro. It's just not as simple as him being able to say, all right, yo, you next, and that's it. You get what I'm saying?
Too though, no, because I think he cold too. But
see, he think he cold
when
too.
When you gonna fight? Like I said, come on now.
But is it fair for you to say when you're gonna fight somebody, quote unquote, or he's not fighting anybody, quote unquote, when that's been, besides like as of late, that's kind of been like the talk around Crawford's career, like not from me, but from other people, like who is he fighting? When are you gonna fight somebody? Blah blah blah. And then it's just kind of like you guys are just like, well, who's gonna fight somebody? Blah blah blah. But you see the talent.
Okay. See, I knew you was gonna say it, and y'all keep trying to put them together. Like there's no comparison at all. Okay. Bud had 25 fights, right? In between those fights, he fought guys that was on their way to the title. He fought Sanabria, who was 33 and 30 and 0, something like that. He fought Klimov, who had beat John Molina when John Molina was high.
And I ain't gonna lie, man, much respect to Crawford, but all these guys he naming, Boots had destroyed these guys. He'd beat piss and shit down John Molina leg. Andre Klimov, he'd beat the absolute hell out of Andre Klimov. Man, I'm telling you, yo. And I know there's hypotheticals because you would never see those guys fight, but come on, who got any of those guys beating Boots? I'm telling you, man, what Boots is going through, not saying it's identical, but it's similar. Has some similarities to what Crawford went through in the criticism, man. People always jumping up and down the resume, but they don't be doing no homework. Until people start really doing their homework, I'm not trying to hear their assessment on people's resumes, bro. Just because you don't know somebody don't mean they can't fight. And I need people to understand that, bro. It's a lot of fighters. Some of the best fighters in the world are not the most known. That's just what it is. It's going to always be like that. And I think Boots fought solid guys, right? But if you just look at the opportunities for those names that everybody asking for, they wasn't there. Where was they at? Where was these big ass names that he was supposed to fight? They act like he left 47 with a pool of sharks there or something. After Brian Norman Jr., what was it? Mario Barrios, everybody got him punching Barrios out the ring. Do you understand what I'm saying? Virgil Ortiz got sick and had to move up. Earl and Bud moved up. There was no crazy ass name down there at 47. So what did he do? And people so like short-sighted. What did he do? He easily could have stuck around and said, I'm a stick around at 47 because it ain't deep here. It ain't a lot of guys here. I could easily snatch up the belts. It would have been easier for him to do it. He could have easily did it. Nah, he said, you know what? It's time for me to move up. I'm going to go to 54. Where is shark-infested waters at? That's what I'm saying. Y'all think about that. If he really wanted it to be easy and he didn't want to challenge himself, why the hell wouldn't he just stay put and keep making the weight at 47? Don't tell me he couldn't have still made the weight. You get what I'm saying? He knew it was time to move up, and it's more competition. It's more challenges up there. I think he'd get more respect for cleaning out 54 than he would for 47. You get me? If he snatch up multiple belts, be unified or undisputed at 54, he gonna get a lot more respect than what he would have got if he'd have did it at 47. Just because of the competition that's there. It's a lot deeper than 47 is. You know what I'm saying? That's all all I'm saying, I could be wrong, but so could people be about Boots. People could be wrong about Boots as well. You get what I'm saying? That's all. I'm just leaving room for the fact that I do think what we saying is a special fighter. And like I said, as time go on, time will tell. It reveals all. But I think he gonna prove a lot of these people wrong. Like I'm gonna keep saying that. I really think so. Fights don't even be close. This dude be beating the absolute hell out of people, bro. He be out here making and1 mixtapes, and I ain't even know that shit still come out. Come on, man. He got and1. He making and1 mixtape popular again. The way he going in there playing basketball with people heads in the ring, man. Nah, that shit is fun. Hey, Boots, man, I'm with you, bro. I know you trusting in the process. These impatient boxing fans, they don't trust the process. I do, bro. I can't wait till you get one of them names because I know how that fight gonna get. I know how it's gonna get. I know what you gonna do, Boots. Peace to the Queen, Lisa. How you feeling today? Always good to see you. Crawford make Boots retire like Spence. What's the subject? What's good, fam? Blade, my guy. What's good, homie? We gonna keep going. D-Max said Boots and Charlo is what we need to see if he the truth. The thing is, you got to see Mac Majestic. What's good? You got to see what Charlo fit back in on the chessboard, right? He did leave the champion, and he was the champion in recess. But my thing is, I think he'll need to get his legs up under him before he fight a guy like Boots. But look, I'm with that. I agree. That fight would prove a lot about Boots if he can go out there and fight Charlo and beat him. You get me? but let's have a healthy conversation. Why are we dismissing fights? It's like, do we want to see him or don't we want to see him? He said he want the fights. The people that could be possible Boots opponents, they know damn well that dude ain't scared to fight none of them, bro. They know what's up. That's why nobody can say that Boots, they heard Boots say out his mouth, or they know definitively Boots saying he don't want these fights. They always talk about what they heard. I heard this. I heard that. They told me this. They told me that. Man, Boots said to y'all before, if you don't hear from him, then it ain't valid. So until I hear Boots say I don't want these fights, I refuse to believe it, bro. I can't wait till you get in there and make an and one mixtape out of y'all favorite fighters at 54. Samuel, what it do, homie? How you feeling? I don't think he fighting bums, bro, but D-Mac, it's not that they're bums. He just not fighting people on his talent level. I think that's fair, right? He not fighting guys that's on his talent level, right? So you expect more from him as a fight fan because you know what you see with Boots. I think that's fair. I don't think they're bums, but they're like middle of the pack guys. Stan Jonas was a whole undefeated world champion, right? And they completely dismissing that win because of how Boots made it look. And that's what's wrong with boxing. But like I said, that was his biggest opportunity. You've seen what he did with it, right? And I think the same is going to be when he get a Virgil or any of those other guys in the ring. It's going to be the same shit. Watch what I tell y'all. Stressed out boxing. What it do, homie? When he beats Virgil, they're going to say Virgil wasn't that good. I'm telling you, they're going to try to say, well, Virgil got dropped by Bullchuck. He wasn't that good. He wasn't that good. Virgil was sick. Watch, they're going to be saying all type of shit. Watch.
This is all before the title, so we
double tap that screen, y'all.
That...
Look, if you in the building, double tap that screen. Hit that like button. Sub to the channel if you new. You on the road to 11K. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Hit our goal. Shout out to everybody in the building, but double tap that screen. Subscribe to the channel.
Okay. Can we understand where we at now? Right, hold on. So then he goes over to England, over to Scotland, and beats Ricky Burns, who was a two-weight world champion now. Okay.
No disrespect, y'all. What do y'all think Boots Ennis would do to Ricky Burns if they fought?
Two-weight world champion who was considered high. Ricky Burns, we don't give a lot of them European guys credit, but Ricky Burns had been a champion, all right? Had been a champion, stopped Ricky Burns, dominant, well, didn't stop him, but he beat him in dominant fashion. Okay, so now he's arrived at the scene. He goes and fights Gamboa, his first fight, undefeated fighter, a feared fighter. Make a classic.
You feel me? Yeah, D-Mac, sleep. Look, imagine Boots fighting Gamboa. That's not discrediting Crawford in any way. I want to be clear with what I'm saying. Just imagine Boots in front of him. Has nothing to do with Crawford, but just imagine Boots fighting Gamboa. Look at the size of it. Imagine what he'd do to him. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Fight of it. And after that, hold on, who do we go? We went to Beltran, who was a
imagine what he'd do to Ray Beltran.
Contender, but had a lot of skills, had a lot. Come on, so we going to then we went from there to Postal to
imagine what he'd do to Victor Postal.
Come on, bro. Come on now. Postal, y'all, these guys, okay. Postal was, everybody knew who Postal was. Gamboa.
Postal was a dog.
Beltran had a name, already had fought. Hank Lundy beat Hank Lundy on televised on ESPN.
He'd beat piss and shit down Hank Lundy leg. No funny shit. Boots would do him like that. All wrong.
So these guys had some notice to him, bro. Mm-hmm. Come on. Delorme was high when he moved up to 140 and knocked out Delorme. Delorme was
he fought Delorme a bunch of years later, y'all, but you see how that went. He didn't stand a single chance. And even him at his absolute prime, Boots would absolutely destroy him. You get what I'm saying? Al Booger, my dog, what's good with it, bro? Y'all double tap that screen, hit the like button, y'all. Sub to the channel. Piss and shit down his leg. You feel me, Al Booger? Down his leg, man.
He's a knockout specialist. He had been on television. He had been on HBO. Delorme did. Okay, so then we talking about so this okay, so then like I'm saying, we talking about people that don't have no boxing backing up nothing. Like I say, once he got in the mix for Spence, then everybody turned on him. Or I guess actually that's when I really started paying attention to the media for real, me myself. So I didn't really pay attention to YouTube or nothing like that until.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, they definitely ramped up the hate when Bug got to 47. Like, I don't remember him being a hated guy like that at 35, at 40. It's just like once that conversation started being about one of the more loved fighters and Earl Spence, like that's when people, and to me, it ain't always got to be something negative. I think that fight just showed how much people really loved Errol Spence, right? And everything he had going on. Like he had a story that was easy to support and root for. And I think so many people just wanted to see him complete his task. And, you know, when it was time for them to fight, it really showed how many people favor Errol, how many people really, you know, had love for the dude, really rock with him. Y'all double tap that screen, man. They're
Probably
like,
was
man.
at 47, maybe. All the other times I didn't even pay attention. So I don't know what they was really saying, but I know the real boxing public was high on Crawford. Crawford was, like I'm saying, in the pound for pound, man.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
Bernie's telling the truth.
So then who we talking about? Like I'm saying, you talking about people on YouTube in the comments, but you're not talking about everybody that's of note that always gave Bud his credit. Everybody of note always gave Bud his credit, but everybody of note is still wondering about Boots. So let's talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I will say that a lot of
as soon as
people
he got
in
the 47, they was like, I don't.
side of media,
Yo, he got the 47. They like, I don't know. We like him that much. So they talking about him beating up Earl. I don't know. We like him that much now. I mean, we like him. He good, but we don't know if he beating up Earl good, right? That's how people was like, you know, I don't know about that. Some people, he grew on some people. You know what I'm saying? Look, I had reservations. I was talking my shit. The stuff I talk now, just to throw myself out there to let y'all know how transparent I was. I can go pull up a live where I was talking that duck shit once upon a time about Crawford. I could hold myself that accountable. I could go find it for y'all and expose myself. I can show you. But I can also show you when I decided to turn the corner and I had to check myself and like, man, I can't be pushing stupid ass narratives, understanding that the reason a lot of times these fights don't happen is business related. And you seen that. You seen when for Bud Crawford to make his biggest fights ever, he had to leave Top Rank. It wasn't a matter of him ducking somebody or not wanting to fight. You got his own promoter not interested in putting him in the biggest fights possible for whatever reason. You get what I'm saying? And got sued and all types of shit. So I don't know. I looked at Bud as definitely an interesting dude, man, as to how he navigated his career. And he ended up getting the last laugh and still is currently in 2025 laughing to today, man. So I rock with it, man. Rock with it, but man, let's keep rocking, y'all.
They've definitely given Crawford his just due and his flowers.
What'd he say?
Say the other side. They've definitely given Crawford his just due and his flowers. Media. We won't say the other side. They've definitely given Crawford his just due and his flowers.
Give him his just due. Yeah.
Those same guys have said, you know, like I don't want to say negative things, but they have kind of poked like a few holes. Like they would say, like Kell Brook. Was he the same Kell Brook? Probably not. Was Khan the same Khan? Probably not. Did Spence have a few issues? I'm just like bouncing off of what you just said, and just because I do know the credible media have said things about like Crawford's resume, whether it was right or wrong, you know.
Yeah, but he demolished him though. But he was still Kell Brook. He wasn't Lima. He wasn't Stanionis. Okay, so we talking about Kell Brook. We talking about Kell Brook gave tooth and nail with Errol Spence, gave tooth and nail with Triple G. Okay, it was only losses. Okay.
So let me.
So when we talking about, it's okay. I'm just saying it's okay.
Real hell, what it do, homie?
Still, we're talking about credible opponents, and Crawford destroyed them though. So it be well he destroys them though. So he destroys them. Then like I'm saying, you want to talk about Errol Spence, but did they say that after he knocked out what's his name? Ugas? No, when he knocked out Ugas, and everybody was calling him the eye collector and this and that. Did they say that? Who was saying it?
Bernie got a point, but the same point that he making to a degree is the same one I've been making about Boots. When it's a name, they saying that he ain't got the names, right? But he got the performances. You hear what Bernie is saying. All right, well, he fought this one, but he destroyed him, though. But that's what I've been saying. So, again, I understand clearly when you don't have the biggest or best name in there with you, right? But it's a certain way that you got to make those kind of guys look. And every single time, Boots never disappoints. If you don't belong in there with him, it's an and one mixtape featuring you, whoever the opponent name is. Insert boxer name. You get what I'm saying? It's you don't belong in there with him. It's gonna be an and one mixtape. Stan Jonas was somebody that wasn't on his level. I ain't gonna say he didn't belong in there with him because he's a world champion, but he wasn't on his level, right? That's what everybody felt. Ain't that what Boots showed you? And this is what I'm saying. It's not like he had any points in the fight where he struggled, he was losing, it looked like it was rough on him. No, he went right out there and completely, thoroughly outclassed him from beginning to end, from the opening bell to the end, right? Made the man quit on the stool, like, and nothing about the fight was even close or competitive. That's how bad he was beating his ass. It's something to be admired about a guy that's able to go in there and neutralize a grown man to the point where he make it look like he shouldn't even be fighting you. That's how impressive he's been beating the opposition. That's why we know he's special, but that's why we know he need to be put in there with top tier competition so we can see how special. That's all I'm saying. Boots definitely showed you flashes of greatness and a special fighter. But what those names will do for him is it'll solidify the quality of special that he actually is, right? And I can't wait to see it, bro. Forever G's, what it do? Shout out to my homie Frequent Flyer. What it do, family? Let's keep going.
I said Crawford gonna get beat. Shirts going up, old boy kicking down the door. They had I'm just saying, is it not true? They didn't bring up no accident when he knocked out Ugas. When he beat Ugas.
No, 100%. 100%. I'm not arguing with you with that.
I'm just putting this out there. They did not. None of the media, none of them people you said, they didn't poke holes in Earl Spence when he did that to Ugas.
Fair enough.
Some people did, though. The majority didn't because they was just glad to see Earl get the stoppage, collect another eye, and they was being prisoners of the moment. But if you really look, Earl, you seen some signs in there that was concerning. Remember? We all remember Earl looking down at his mouthpiece, getting caught with that shot, looking down like he was lost for a second. Come on, man. And I think that was the second time he done that in his career. So the signs, it was some signs there. It's just winning is the cure to all of that shit. Winning covers up where you may be falling short at or maybe some deficiencies, right? He showed some slippage in there, but again, the overall result was an impressive stoppage win for Earl and him snatching up another eye. So people had the tendency to kind of overlook it. Shout out to Charles Wilson. Charles Wilson, one of the best cornerbacks in the business, man. Shout out to Charles Wilson, man. All right, we're going to keep going, man. We're going to keep going.
Very fair enough. So, okay.
Double tap that screen, hit the like button, support the grind.
I mean, my opinion doesn't really matter for shit anyways, but I think Crawford is like, I don't know if I wouldn't say he's the GOAT, but the highest compliment I could give Crawford is he could sit at the table with literally anybody in history. Like, he's at that table. So, yeah, that's the best compliment I can give you. You could sit right next to Floyd, right next to Robinson, anybody.
That's the fact.
So, yeah, I guess
and then you got to understand this, too, though. What other fighter you know that was kept out and blackballed as Bud Crawford? You name me one.
For sure, 100%. But
okay, so listen. So I'm asking you. You just named me one fighter that was.
Gary Russell got kind of did dirty to me. Some of it may be self-inflicted. Boo Boo Andre, some of it may have been self-inflicted. A lot of it could have been, but I think those are two names that come to mind when I think of guys that got like bad raw deals, and I think a good part of their prime was kind of passed them by outside the ring.
Has been blackballed and kept out like Bud Crawford.
I would have to really sit down and think about it. But I wanted to ask you this, though. So can you understand why everybody wants to see Crawford versus Ennis? Like, can you see just from now, forget about who Crawford has fought, just you know more boxing than I'll ever know and more than a lot of people know. Like, just using your eyes, can't you just sit there and be like, nah, I can see why people want to see that fight.
Crawford exploit all them hoes. I mean, all his hoes that he got, Crawford exploit them. You see that dumbass, long-ass uppercut he threw from way across the street? You see that stupid shit? He do that. He do that stupid shit.
But do you understand why
Bernie
people
be
want to
on
see
it,
that
bro.
fight, though?
Bro, man, if you ain't loyal to me, how Bernie is loyal to Bud, you can't be around me. You hear me? Say what you want about Bernie, but this guy is loyal. And like, it ain't like he just say anything, right? It comes from a real place. And again, I think a lot of what he's saying is because he's had firsthand experience through the years to watch Bud start where he was at and grow into the kind of fighter he is. But like I said, y'all, if you ain't loyal to me, how Bernie is, the Bud, man, stay from around me. You hear me? Stay from around me.
Like I'm saying,
stay from around me.
They was trying to say
hit that like button, y'all.
He was a hybrid. This is what the people are saying. He's a hybrid of Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah.
and Bud Crawford.
That's what they saying. And Bernie is not going, Fabric D's. He ain't trying to hear it.
His own mouth needs two.
Every fan base.
This is his own mouth.
True indeed, child. Plenty of
his
them
own
too.
mouth. He needs two tune-up fights to fight Virgil Ortiz. Yeah.
Nah, see, no, not out of his own mouth. Boots Ennis never, ever said that. Somebody find me the audio clip of Boots Ennis saying I need 2 tune-up fights before Virgil Ortiz. If you could please do me a solid. If you one of those people that think he said that, can you find me the audio where he said it? Told y'all, man, people be passing down 3rd and 4th and 5th and 10th hand information, and then we just take it to the bank. We ain't never heard Boots say that. I think it's reasonable for him to have got an acclamation fight in the division, and I'm not about to crucify him for that, because if that same acclamation fight was a top 10 guy that then positioned him to fight a world champion, what exactly are we talking about? Sound like he making smart moves to me. So everything can't be about just trying to satisfy the fans. He trying to do some shit that makes sense, and I think it do make sense to solidify a title before going after one of them names. I'll take it either way.
He needs to bring it. Did they refute it? And then when they asked him last night, he didn't even want to answer them questions because the man was like, he was like, oh well, that's where we here now. He wanted to bring Devin Haney up to 52. He turned down Teofimo Lopez. Why? Teofimo Lopez was a lightweight. Why would you turn down Teofimo Lopez?
You just said it, because he a lightweight, Bernie. He a lightweight. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got nobody got time to be playing with no damn Team Elite food. You get what I'm saying? Look what Shakur got to deal with Team Elite food. You just don't know when to pull it, when the plug or the rug gonna get pulled underneath you playing with that guy. And I'm thinking Boots and Team Boots and Eddie seen through that shit. Why waste our time with Team Elite food? That dude ain't really trying to fight nobody. He's sitting here doing all this playing with Shakur. Now he talking about Hitchens, Pacquiao, all this other shit. My next fighter is gonna be black. He doing all this shit. Boots ain't had time to be playing with him. I'm telling you, watch. And the next and one mixtape coming soon, featuring your favorite fighter at 54. Coming soon, y'all. Notice I said coming soon. Not next, but coming soon. In the arena near you. Reef, what it do, my guy? Forever GJ, man. If you in the building, double tap that screen, hit that like button for your boy. It's free, yo. The like button don't hit back either. Emmanuel, what it do, homie? Peace to the Queen Shower. How you feeling today? Always good to see you. Let's get back to this, man. Biney.
Why would you need to drag Devin Haney up to 52? Now, wait a minute. This is what I'm saying, too, though. You are a crossbreed between Roy Jones Jr. and Bud Crawford. You are a hybrid of those two guys? What the fuck? That's like a nigga that can never get beat in life.
That's what they saying, Bernie. Get with it. That's what a phenom look like, Bernie. He a crossbreed between Roy and a hybrid between Roy and Bud. They don't like to hear that. They like, ain't no way he that good. I'm telling you, Bernie sitting up there rubbing his head like, it ain't no way he that good. Ain't no way. Bernie like, man, I don't care what they saying. All this dude want tune up. Watch. When he make your favorite fighter look like a tune up, don't say Jusdueboxing didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't tell you. Telling you. Don't say I didn't tell y'all.
I mean, like I'm saying, I don't really. All right. Okay, when I'm thinking of his skills, right? Boots look like an average boxer to me. Boots look like average. I'm thinking of his skills, right? Boots look like an average boxer to me. Boots look like.
Hell nah. Hell nah, Bernie. Damn, average. Damn, did he say Boots is like an average fighter? Nah, bro. Nah, when you watch Boots, I mean, look, everybody got their opinion. I can't tell Bernie what he looked like. So let me start there. I'll say this. When I watch Boots, it's things about him that kind of jump off the screen at you, right? And I think one of the first things you see is like the freakish athleticism, right? The reflexes and stuff. See the speed, the power. then you start to see, once he get in his bag, you see some of the creativity and the different things that he could do. You see the skill level, the IQ. Boots, it's a lot Boots can do in the ring. He really got a bag. You know what I'm saying? To me, nothing about Boots could you, like, I don't think, when describing Jaron Ennis, I don't think the word average will really ever come up, to be perfectly honest with you. You get what I'm saying? Not when describing his skills. I don't think nothing about his skill set is anything average. But respect to Bernie. He was a boxer. He's a guy that watched Bud Crawford for years. The bar has been set extremely high, right? Think about it, y'all. You know what I mean? When you watch Bud Crawford, you didn't feel like nobody coming close to that. So your assessment always probably going to be a bit different, right? When you got a chance to watch a guy like that, of that caliber, a Bud Crawford caliber, train on a regular basis. Do I got Boots over Crawford? Right now, no, not right now. No, absolutely not.
When I'm thinking of his skills, right?
Really good fight,
Boots
though.
like
It'd be
an
a tough fight for him, but I got
like
Crawford.
Maybe above
if they had to
average
fight now.
boxer to me. Boots don't do
Oh yeah,
really.
extra if you did say that.
Nothing.
Well, come on, Bernie. We know.
I'm telling you the truth. So you say you're mad at me? Okay,
Bernie
now look
said
at it.
average,
Now
bro.
when you watch, they got Crawford. They got the highlights of Crawford, right? Like I said, when I told him before, when I did the thing, he shot the straight left hand, then he changed it to a loop. He shot the straight left hand, came up short. Then in the same breath, he turned it to a loop and snapped Buddy's head back. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, they say he didn't catch the shot. Oh, he caught the shot with his hand. He got caught with the shot. He stabbed him with the same hand, then uppercutted him with the same hand. When is Moose doing something like that?
What?
How they show
I'm not gonna lie. Bernie got to go watch some more Boots, bro. I'm telling you, I think he had to change his mind if he really go watch some more Boots. The shit he asking, you will see Boots do some shit in the ring, man. I'm telling you. That's why I call him and1 Mixtape Boots. He bugging. Bernie got to go watch some more Boots. That's all I'm saying. I think he should go watch a little bit more Boots.
Come on, when is Boots doing something like that? Since you want to put it in the what I'm talking about.
Now, Terrence Crawford is one of them guys.
These
now,
are skill sets.
Boots.
Not running off rattling combinations.
Boots be getting busy, man.
But this is my thing, though, right? Like, obviously, you think
that's just his loyalty to Bud Crawford, and again, he's studying Bud Crawford because that's his man. That's somebody that's on his team. I don't think he's watched Boots Ennis obviously under the same microscope that he's been able to watch Bud Crawford, right? So that's why I tell you, I just consider that. I don't think he hating or nothing like that. He ain't no hater, but think about it. Think about what he hasn't seen as opposed to what he has seen with Crawford. That's why he speaks from such a confident place when he talking about Bud, because he's seen it firsthand, right? Over and over again. But with Boots, he's only able to see these performances, and obviously he hasn't seen enough of them because he wouldn't be asking this question respectfully. And like a lot of these guys don't see a lot of the fights, but I think if he really went back and watched and studied Boots, I think he'll have a different assessment of him. But I do think a lot of what he does say about Boots and his criticism is based on, it's like no matter what question you ask him, in Bernie's mind is like, this is the guy y'all comparing to Crawford. So I got to keep telling y'all, giving y'all points to explain to y'all, like, look, this dude is not Crawford, right? Crawford is this. I've seen it firsthand. Boots is, I'm not seeing this from Boots. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's not him hating. He's just telling it from his point of view, right? It's not hate. You know what I mean? Him saying average, I think that's a little shot, you know what I mean? But I don't think it's hate, right, per se. I don't think he hate the man, but he is a loyal guy to Bud Crawford. So it don't surprise me.
You that because he damn near might. Like I'm not gonna say they doubt Crawford, but I think where you or anybody else from maybe Crawford's camp will get some pushback. I don't think anybody pushes back if you're just like, nah, Crawford to beat him, Crawford is whatever. Because Crawford is that great. But I think the pushback comes from those type of comments when it's just like he's just an average.
I don't know about the comments, but what I'm saying is facts. People hate the facts. I just told somebody, these are facts. Show me some of his skill set. What is so good about his skill set? You show me something that he did that's cold, that's out of this world. I just told you. I just showed you, but can you show me? Can you tell me?
I'm telling you right now. See, he catching dude, of course, ain't prepared to explain to you like what's something Boots did that was super cold. But I'm pretty sure if you go back and watch some film, you're going to find him doing some shit that's super cold in there. Again, that's why I say it's tough when you make these comparisons because Bud Crawford is a very, very experienced guy, an experienced vet, man. It's tough to really, truly compare anybody to him, but I understand the Bud Crawford and Boots Ennis comparisons. I really do. I really do, but he got to go back and get Boots a second look. I'm telling you, bro. His athleticism is freakish. That's why he get those Roy Jones comparisons, man. It's the athleticism. That shit ain't average at all.
So you don't think that? I guess you don't think too highly of his skills. Basically, is what you're saying. You don't think that
I
highly.
think he's a good boxer. I'm saying but I'm not. When we talking about skill, see now we going into skill. I don't see him catching and countering.
What?
I don't see him. What is he doing that's so skillful?
You're not watching him, Bernie. You saying catching and countering. I promise you are not watching him. I swear the stuff you explaining is something that I've seen Boots do. Just go back and watch some of them, bro. I promise you, you're not catching and countering. You got to be kidding me, bro. Man. Damn, I'm telling you, just go. You gotta go back and watch him a little bit. Shout out to Bernie, man. I like Bernie, though. He came over here with no problem, and I rock with him. I support him. Shout out to Son of God, my dog, man. How you feeling, bro? Bernie, I just think he got to watch him some more, Shower. That's all. That's all I'll say.
Yeah,
I
Virgil
think I
ain't
watch
that
him.
good. Virgil, let me say that's not that good. Virgil is a good fighter, but I don't see him as a pound for pounder. I don't see him as a guy that can go up weights and can do this. Crawford is a guy that can go hang with anybody, as you can see. As you can see. Because the way
remember, Bernie get to talk shit because Bud Crawford at the top of the mountain right now, you know?
Skill set is. So he beats all these guys with different skills. You see, when imagine motherfucker. Come on, bro. Stop. Come on, bro.
Shout out to Ball Magic. I feel you on that. Yeah, man. Boots is definitely special, man. Boots is definitely special. He got his own things in the ring that he do. He got a bag, man. Freakish athleticism, man. That stuff that he was explaining, catching and shooting and different things like that. If you really watch Boots, you've seen him do that stuff before. You know what I'm saying? You've seen that before. You're talking Crawford, he really stretches the truth. Yeah, you get me? Like, he just laid on thick, Shower, when it's Crawford. Like, you ain't about to compare nobody to Crawford right now and not get it because of he's watched the grind from the mud all the way to the top of the mountain, right? So I just think him having a bird's eye view on watching one of the greater careers, one of the most accomplished guys in the sport of boxing, I think that makes his assessment just a lot different than most people, right? But again, think about the people that's able to watch Boots on a consistent basis, on a regular basis. Think about how they talk about him. It's very different than what somebody from the outside looking in to be saying. So, nah, man, I think Boots is special. And much like Bud got slighted for who he fought. Bud was told what he is not, and he continued to prove people wrong. So I just think Boots will be able to do the same thing in due time. I think he'll prove these people wrong.
50 away or something like that.
I think he will. I think he'll prove, my bad, John. I think he'll prove these people wrong. The assessment is also biased because of the loyalty. Yeah, and I get it. A little bit like it's a little, obviously because he's loyal to his guy, Bud. But I do, like I said, I think the biggest reason why his assessment is what it is because is you being able to watch versus from inside, from having an inside track on what Bud is doing and the growth, the development, the success. You've been there for the journey. Boots, you've only been able to see certain fights of his. You only been hearing about him since they've been comparing him to Bud, right? You ain't really sat there and watched no Boots in his career, right? And that's not no fault to Bernie's, but I'm pretty sure if he watched the entire career, maybe he'll start to really feel like, I see where the comparisons is coming at. But right now, he can't really see it, but I do. I think it's very easy, man. Not just that they switch. I think it's athleticism, creativity, the things they can do once they are switched. You know what I mean? Switching to other stands. So they got similarities, but Bud is still Bud and Boots is Boots, right? I don't got Bud getting stopped by Boots right now. I just think Boots needs some more maturing before he could defeat Bud. Could he give him a really good fight right now? Absolutely. Do I got him beating him right now? Not me, per se. Not me. You know what I'm saying? Bud is a different, that's a different can of worms right there, bro. He a whole other thing. That ain't gonna be like nothing you've been in the ring with. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure Boots will have his own you know what I mean? His own argument for showing Bud some things he might haven't seen with none of these other guys. Shout out to my guys, Sports Predictions. What's good, homie? How you feeling? If you in here, man, make sure you double tap that screen, hit that like button, support the build. We gonna keep getting to it. So yeah, man. Time gonna tell, man. I ain't mad at Bernie what Bernie was saying, bro. Like I said, you're not gonna make everybody happy, but at the end of the day, as long as Boots keep winning and he make Eddie Hearn do his job, he'll be all right. Just gotta get Eddie to do his job, G. Nothing more, nothing less. Right? They trying to call him Jaron Easy Fight Ennis. And when he gets your favorite guy, watch. It's gonna be a movie. I'm telling you, I am on Mixtape Volume 30-something. I'm telling you. Crazy Bernie looking at it like you can't compare Jordan to Anthony Edwards. You get me, Favorite G's? That's how he on it. That's how he on it. He like, man, because in his mind, he still don't completely agree with the comparisons, right? So that's what he's doing. And I ain't mad at him. I don't think he hating on Boots. I don't think he hate him and none of that. But I think he's a loyal supporter of Terrence Crawford. That's a brother for real. Boots get beat up by Bud for sure. Yeah, Sports Predictions, my guy. I can't see Bud losing to him right now. You know what I mean? He needs some more skin in the game, some more experience, you know what I'm saying, before you could conquer that beast. I mean, that's a whole other thing, Bud Crawford. So, you know what I mean? But I know people keep clamoring for it and asking for it, but nah. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it. I don't see it. But yeah, man, Abbas might be the guy next. And like I said, just Boots in due time, man. In due time. You get me? In due time. Everybody gonna see exactly what he is. Everybody that said he not this or he not that, it's not that good. He's hype. He's not nothing like Roy Jones. They're gonna have to walk it back. 12 threes, what it do? If it was a show, say 54-5, absolutely it is, man. It's 5 for show that. 32 fights in and still haven't showed us yet. I think he has showed you exactly what he is. Think about it. They said the same thing about Crawford, bro. You know what I'm saying? They said the same thing about Crawford. My thing is this, right? If you feel like he had 30-something fights and he ain't showed you nothing, who was it that he was supposed to fight at 47 that he didn't fight? You know what I'm saying? Who he ended up getting the Virgil smoke, right? He ended up getting that Virgil smoke. Dante's boxing talk, my dog. Damn, doing Boots wrong, right? They disrespectful, right? You know what I'm saying? They gonna see. They gonna see. Bernie just said, man, he an average boxer. Bernie called him an average boxer out this joint. Similar to less experienced Canelo when he fought Floyd. I'm telling you, Maul. Telling you, Maul, it'll be something like that. It'll be early. It's just too early for that challenge right there. He needs something different. Yeah, don't duck that like button, man. And don't duck the super chat and the cash app. Support the grind, y'all. Let's do. When I looked his resume over, I was really surprised at what I seen, really. But I like Boots just yeah, I like Boots too. I definitely do, man. Definitely. But I just think, like, I'm telling y'all, it's the same thing Bud went through. It's the same. All these guys get told they're not fighting nobody. He just ain't fighting the killers, the names. He need the names. I get it. Watch. He gonna make them names look like tune-ups, right? Watch. He gonna make them names look like tune-ups. Watch. When you make it, I'm telling you, you're gonna tune up one of your favorite fighters. Y'all gonna be like, damn, I ain't know he was that good. Watch. I'm telling you, fact Sports Prediction. I'm like, damn, I ain't know he was that good. Just said it, y'all. Y'all gonna be salty as hell when y'all gotta admit how good Boots look. Watch. You know what I mean? You know it's real when you got Rick Glaser. What is Rick Glaser? He said he's 69, whatever, 67, hating and shit on the youngin', bro. Hey, Philly, man. Philly, stand up, man. Huh? Hey, Philly, man. We're Philly. Anybody from Philly in here, man? Philly, stand up, man. Huh? They got to put some respect on Boots' name. Hey, Philly, man, I need to talk to y'all, man. They acting crazy, man. How y'all feeling about Boots, man? Philly need to tap in and talk to me, man. Now somebody hit the link, man. Who from Philly, man? Philly, tell me how y'all feeling about your boy Boots with this disrespect. Y'all talking crazy out here, G. Huh? They out here talking crazy, G. Hey, Boots. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Philly, man. Somebody, Philly got to talk to me, man. I need Philly to come holler at me, man. Tell me what's up, man. Y'all out here disrespecting Boots, man. Boots got to put some respect on his name. Yeah, Wiley, man, he is. I think it is. With the ass whoopings, he gonna do it, bro. Watch. In due time, I'm telling you, watch. Just sit. Just remember, just sit tight, man. Just sit tight. Watch, man. Just sit tight. Watch. It's gonna get crazy. Just sit tight, G. Don't even worry about it. Just sit tight, man. Everything gonna be all right, man. We gonna make it work, man. We gonna make it happen, Captain. You feel me? We gonna make on the East Coast. It's Tank and Boots holding it down. Telling you, let's talk fashion. My dog Remo, he said, Boots want to be a household name and get them big purses. He need them names. Yeah, he need them names. He need them names. Names and titles, man. Titles and names are both. I told y'all. Watch. Tell him he gonna run down on your favorite 54-pounder, make an M1 mixtape, dribble his head off the canvas, and skate. I'm telling you, watch. That shit gonna be crazy. Y'all gonna be like, damn, just wasn't lying. Watch. I'm gonna be like, damn, Boots really is him. Telling you. He gonna watch. He make know what I'm saying?
What's his name? Baccarat Bartram, the IBF chair, he can get it. Everybody 154 can get it. I'm missing somebody. Who I'm missing?
Man, you heard him. Who I'm missing, man? Y'all heard him, Baccarat. You know
what's his name? Baccarat Bartram, the IBF chair, he can get it. Everybody 154 can get it. I'm missing somebody. Who I'm missing?
Playing, y'all better stop playing, bro. Y'all better stop playing. The Reaper is here, bro. Y'all not safe. That's why, listen, y'all gonna push these narratives for about another fight, right? I can see it now. Let me rub my crystal ball, man. Y'all gonna push these narratives for at least another fight, right? Because it might not be bacca rub, back rub. He said back rub. You get me? They're gonna listen, y'all. They're gonna push these narratives for about another fight. Boxrum. Yeah, they're gonna push these narratives for another fight, y'all. But after that, they're gonna have to walk it back. I'm trying to tell y'all. Back attack. Back attack is crazy. Tell you, fool. Back attack. Watch. They ain't gonna walk it back. They be like, damn, man, I ain't think he was that good. Yeah. All right, bet. One round, he needs to stay active. Forget waiting for Virgil. Nah, that's Sunday. He's staying active, man. He belt the ass, bro. Belt the ass, man. Watch. I'm telling y'all. Then they're gonna be watch. These narratives gonna hold up. At least they're gonna be able to talk this shit for about another fight, y'all. But after that, y'all gonna have to start shutting up. The Grim Reaper of 54 is here, bro. I ain't gonna call him no boogeyman because I'm with Dub on that. I don't believe too much in the boogeyman labels, but I think the Grim Reaper is here. You know what I'm saying? You heard him, Baccarat, back rub, back attack. What did you hear what the chat said? Get in there, bro. It's glad he ain't called the man. He called it the man bathroom. Oh shit. Baccarat, man. You know what I'm saying? Baccarat. But look, man, shout out to Boots, man. This next portion of his career, I think his path to 54 could be something special, man. And like I said, all things real. I just hope Eddie and him are able to work, be on the same page, and get these other guys to get in the ring with him and just make the best fights for him. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for it, man. Come on, Eddie, you on the clock, man. Everybody watching, man. They waiting to see what you gonna do, Eddie. You get me? We can't have Rick Glaser out here taking shots at my boy. We can't have Rick Glaser out here hating on Boots at what he say, 6, 7 years old. We can't have it, bro. Back rum, bathroom, Boots and 5. You hear me? You hear me? Gotta stop playing, man. Stop shitting on one fighter just because you're a fan of him. Now I'm telling you, hey, bro. Twitter is that. Y'all wish I could call them all out. ETB. Shout out to Everything Boxing, my guy. Man, this shit is whack. That's why I be over here, bro. A lot of times you be catching me build. It be me. That's why you be hearing me speak for the other side, because I watch it daily. Like, I watch people just unnecessarily trash fighters, and Boots has been the guy that it's become popular to do this about. And I know you remember because you've been around not too long ago. he was looked at as a guy. Nobody was trying to bark up that tree, right? People wasn't in a rush to speak his name, and it still ain't, right? The fighters ain't talking super crazy about Boots. It's just the fans. And typical, right? No surprise there. These fans always got some silly shit to say. You know what I'm saying? Always. So I just think like I said, people they rush to judgment just like with anybody else, man. And you know how it is. When they proven wrong, then they go silent. Then they stop talking. Then they stop tweeting. Then they just move on to the next hating ass narrative, right? That's what they do. Boots is a popular boo-boo. Damn, Sonny. Nah, I think, look, the thing is, what he got on his side is he's still young. He's still youthful. It ain't got to the boo-boo stage yet. He ain't got to that stage where it's like, all right, man, now your prime has passed you by. He in his prime. He entering his prime. He in his prime now. 28 years old, 30 plus fights. He in his second weight class. Just give it a bit, man. Just give it a bit, and he gonna stand tall, man. I'm telling you, and one mixtape coming soon, man. The next and one mixtape, volume 30 something, is coming soon. All right, it's coming soon, man. But I like it. But again, man, I don't think he the next Tank Davis. Let me play the clip just for anybody that didn't see it. Double tap that screen, man. Double tap that screen. If you don't know who Boots is, Angel, you just like, you just say, tell me you don't watch boxing. You know what I'm saying? Tell me again you don't watch boxing.
Jaron Ennis is the new Tank Davis. I really think that Eddie Hearn is taking they gotta let us do what we do blueprint. This guy, Lima, next, don't let them fool you. It's gonna be a boss, another zombie that walked towards him. And unfortunately, Ness, I think that Hearn has seen what Tank Davis has become. If you become a highlight reel, if you deliver sensational knockouts, if you are down with the culture, if you talk the talk but don't have to necessarily walk the walk, the fans will get behind you and they'll continue to make excuses for you. Ain't no way in hell. You want Virgil Ortiz to fight Bohachuk, to fight Majavov, to fight Lubin, and then turn around and fight goddamn Jaron Boots Ennis? Are you serious? Nah. Let Virgil Ortiz take a Lima bean.
Let him take a Lima bean. Cut creator, what it do? I think it's gonna be to do a boss, bro. So I just wanted to play that again so y'all could see where I was going with it. I don't think he the new Tank Davis or nothing like that at all. I just think he blazing his own trail, man. Tank did it the way he done it. Love it or hate it, he did it, right? Well, I think what Boots is missing, right? I don't even think you could blame Eddie yet. Yo, it's too early, yo. Think about it, y'all. Think about it. I just check this out, y'all. Check this out. Dig this. I can see if he had 30 plus fights with Eddie Hearn, Sonny. You get me? I can see if he had 30 plus fights and it was all with Eddie. And this is where he at right now. I have more criticism for him. But look, with Eddie has become a champion under Eddie, right? Unified. Now he moving up. He just fought for an interim title. He's in position to fight for another title and be a 2-division champion under Eddie. It's not all bad. Nah, he ain't get the big names, but the goals that he had was the names, the fights, right? The bigger fights, the money, activity, right? And championships. Eddie is fulfilling some of the bargain. People are they complain too much. So it's not all bad. Eddie ain't failed him yet. It's still early. It's not like this ain't no boo-boo situation yet. It's totally different. The man was a whole unified champion. A couple fights that he just was fighting Stanionis, unifying the titles. We not being realistic. He not got to the point where it's like, shit is looking like boo-boo. Not yet. Not yet. If he fight Baru for his title, bro, that should be accepted by the public because it's a title shot. If that's what we doing, then that's crazy. Because Virgil fighting right now, he fighting Lubin. Lubin ain't for no title. Nobody's complaining because we respect Lubin. Well, respect the boss Baru because he upset Tellus, and if that's who he get next, I'm rocking with it, man. I'm rocking with it. You don't know. Nah, I don't think it's boo-boo, man. I think people are not looking at this situation as a whole. You're just looking at what you don't like or looking at what you see wrong with it. How many fights did he have with Eddie Hearn, y'all? How many fights? How many fights did he have with Eddie? That's how you got to look at that. You can't count all of the other fights. You get what I'm saying, that he had when he was signed to Cameron Duncan, y'all. You get what I'm saying? It's not the Eddie Hearn experiment has not been a failure yet. It hasn't been a failure, y'all. I think people rushing to judgment too fast, bro. Get what I'm saying? Rushing to judgment. I want to see right what y'all want to see, but I don't think of no lesser boots, man. I just think that shit gonna happen for him when it happens for him, bro. You said 6 or 7. I don't even think he had that many. I don't even think he had that many. I don't even think he had that many. But again, I don't think he pump faking James because the opportunities just ain't been there. You get what I'm saying? And then when it was talking this Devin, this Tio shit, that stuff is, to be taken with a grain of salt, man. I don't think he was ever fighting no Teofimo. I don't think he ever was going to really fight Devin. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I said this earlier and I'm going to say it again. What y'all fail to realize is if he really wanted to pump fake, if he really wanted to take it easy, he could have just kept killing himself at 47, right? Devin did it. He could have killed himself at 47 for more fights, stayed at an easier division where it looked like it's easier to clean up, right? He could have stayed there, but instead he moved to a division that's dangerous, full of sharks at the top. And you got to think about positioning and being on the chessboard, bro. If you have lined yourself up with a direct path to a title in a division that's deep, full of talent, and you get to beat them guys to a title first, that's a smart move for Boops. You still leave time to make these other fights, bro. Y'all got to pay attention and make it make sense, because tell me who he's supposed to fight next. You get what I'm saying? And people keep saying Virgil. Virgil better get through Lubin. Y'all better stop acting like Lubin is a guaranteed win, because he not. I'm pretty sure people thought that shit, him and Jesus Ramos, was a foregone conclusion, and he found a way to win that shit. You get me? So we just gotta wait and see, man. Gotta wait and see, bro. Sit back, enjoy the ride, man. Enjoy the ride. Be a bit more patient, man. Stall Boots out, man. You know what I mean? Stall Boots out. They figuring it out. You know what I mean? It's not like we not seeing Eddie Hearn make offers to people. It's not like we not seeing guys turn fights down. It's not like we not seeing dudes ask for career high paydays, multiple guys in a row. That's what I'm saying. Like with most people that complain about Boots, they handpick the shit that they don't like when it comes to his career, but they don't look at it in its entirety. Let's not act like it ain't been no attempts to make fights with these other guys. Let's not act like we wouldn't have seen Rashidi Ellis, who people been clamoring for him to fight, right? Let's not act like we wouldn't have seen that fight first if they didn't say the money wasn't good. Let's not act like we wouldn't even have to see Lima first. You get what I'm saying? Think about how crazy people are going over that as if we didn't watch them on video, and it's on video with them saying the money wasn't enough, and then coming back saying it was. And they still like, well, why the hell are you fighting Lima? Why? Because guys are asking for career high paydays. I'm not knocking them, but dudes are asking for career high paydays for a guy that everybody in the media or on boxing Twitter is trying to say is hype. You get what I'm saying? You got to make it make sense. That's some expensive ass hype, man. Something ain't making sense. Why guys want to get paid so much? That's what I'm saying, man. It's got to be something about Boots with dudes is like, man, that's not enough. And that's why instead of shitting on Lima and calling him Lima Beans, I had fun with his last name a little bit too, but instead of shitting on the dude, you should respect him because he said yes to the same money multiple guys were saying it wasn't enough and saying no to. See how y'all only look at it one way? Oh, I don't know who Lima is. He a top 10 guy, but I don't know him. Well, just know him as the guy that said yes to the first offer that was given to him. and took the fight with one of the most dangerous guys at 54, the new player. He was the sacrificial lamb. You get what I'm saying? He said yes when guys were saying that's not enough. I gotta respect Lima. Gotta respect Lima for that. I'm telling you, I gotta respect Lima for that. Got to, man. Got to get that man his respect. No evidence was good with it, homie. Brian Norman Sr. been calling him out big time. Shout out to B. Norman Sr. I like Brian Norman. All things, my dog. What's good with it, bro? Y'all double tap that screen, man. Hit the like button, man. We're gonna cook for a bit more. We still own it. Got some things we're gonna talk about. So, like I said, man, it's just gonna be a enjoyable moment, I think, when the time comes for him to prove a lot of these people wrong. You get what I'm saying? Man, y'all people, man. Y'all just I could tell y'all just used to repeating the same stuff over and over and over again. Was Boo Boo a unified champion? Was Boo Boo a unified champion? Fate, what's good with it, bro? Was Boo Boo a unified champion? You saying he did the same exact thing? If he did the same exact thing, was Boo Boo a unified champion? Yeah, this is the problem. Like, we blaming Eddie as if he been with him his whole career. Eddie is the reason we still talking about Boots the way we are now. Eddie is the guy that got him fighting in Philly for the first time at the Wells Fargo, right? Eddie is the one that was able to showcase what his drawing power is out there in Philly. We looking at shit one way. You trying to tell me if that's what failure looked like, I would love to be failed too. Because he made the man a unified champion at the weight class. And how many fights when he been over there for what? Almost 30 fights with Cameron Duncan or so, 30 fights. You get what I'm saying? Now think about that. So think about all of those fights and then think about what Eddie Hearn had him and think about what he's been able to do. And he's still able to do even more. He's right there in position, but people still like, nah, Eddie ain't did nothing for him. Eddie ain't did nothing. Yeah, he ain't did nothing for him, but let him fight in front of Philly, in his hometown. You get what I'm saying? Sold out the Wells Fargo. Yeah, Eddie ain't did shit, but made him, help him, aid him in the system and being a unified champion. Yeah, Eddie ain't did nothing but send out multiple offers to guys that keep turning shit down. Yeah, Eddie ain't did nothing. 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 He just fell in boots. Yeah, man. You get me? And again, that's why I say if you just factor in everything, then you don't blame Eddie. Is it Eddie's fault? Rashidi Ellis said, his team said it wasn't enough money. Is it Eddie's fault that Boachuk chose a rematch with Brandon Adams instead? Is it Eddie's fault that Josh Kelly said it wasn't enough? Is it Eddie's fault that they ran out of time negotiating with Brian Norman and them at 47? There's just so many different things to consider. But I can't look at Eddie and be like, yeah, you fell in boots. You ain't even trying to do nothing for him. Now I think he putting him in position right now. Look, people about to complain. Dude did it in a clip. He complaining about him about to fight a Bass Baru. That's the world champion. Because he already assumed he know what the outcome going to be. You got to think these fighters be playing a long game, bro. If he can beat Virgil to a title at 54, why wouldn't you do it? If you can beat your contemporaries to a title, why not do it? You get what I'm saying? I think it's a smart move. I think it's a smart move. I do. What is it? You said one of people say he avoided Floyd Buzz style for 12 years. So again, man, I think Eddie has done. I think he's done fairly well with the time that he's had boots. Could it have been better? Yeah, but I don't think Eddie is to blame just yet. I think if you get to the point where you get your next fight and you can't get him none of the big names, you're not able to secure those guys, then we could revisit this and have a conversation. But I think as it stands as of now, I think Eddie Hearn is has done a decent job with Boots. That's just me. I think he's done a decent job. I think he's done a good job. Bruce has to force his hand. Don't listen to Eddie's plan. Look at AJ. Yeah, I think, and not even right. I just think because I think the only way he would have to force his hand if Eddie is not actively trying to make things happen for him. Now, just think about this from a business standpoint, Sonny. Why would you want to get a fighter as good as Boots and not put him in the best position possible? How would that even be good business for Eddie? How would it be beneficial for him not to put Boots in no good fights and help grow his name and profile? Now, I get it from a money-making standpoint, but I don't, again, it's still promises I think that he made for him, right? Still things that he told him he's going to be able to do. My bad, y'all. Y'all hit that like button, double tap the screen. So that's how I look at it, man. I get it, man. People not too trusting of Eddie. They not too confident that he can make it happen. But again, don't look at Boo Boo Andre and try to compare situations. Just different situation. Look at the amount of time that Boots has been with Eddie. Look at the fights they had. Look at what he was just able to accomplish. I feel like they didn't get undisputed at you get what I'm saying, 47, but they was unified. That's a successful experiment to me. He did it with way less fights than what Cameron Duncan had him for, right? That's not a bad thing. Now he had one fight at this division in 54. I think the next fight, probably a title. That's a good look right there again. Now you're right in position. You have something that the rest of these guys should want. So I think from a business perspective, it should be easier to get guys in the ring with you if you got a title as well as just being a name that people want to fight. Oh, and he got a title? You get what I'm saying? And he got the title from Baru. You know what I'm saying? So I think people will want to fight this kid. That's all I want to see. So let's see how it all turned out. I'm here for the Boost experiment, man. But let's keep going. Let me pull up this joint from Jake Paul, man. He did a little interview with TMZ. And he talked about, the training between him and Tank. I told you I put Tank in. My bad, y'all. Let me pull up this interview from Jake Paul from TMZ where he talked about bringing Shakur Stevenson and Raymond forward in there. And I think he said Montana Love to help him spar. And I've seen people again today crying on Twitter, whining about what Shakur is doing and how he shouldn't be doing this or he's a sellout for this or that. Man, y'all ridiculous, bro. On one end, y'all complain that Shakur calls Keyshawn his fake brother, right? And they should just fight. Then on the other end, you're telling me he owed Tank Davis some type of loyalty, whereas he can't go get a bag with Jake Paul. He can't go help him out. I mean, I don't see the big deal. Just like Boots wouldn't help Canelo, right? Did that help Canelo beat Terrence Crawford? No. Just like Shakur or whoever he sparred with is not going to be the reason he beat Tank. People like overreacting. It's not that big a deal. It's about business at the end of the day, and Jake playing chess at this point. If he got some of his contemporaries possibly to go over there and spar him, to give him certain looks, then that's what it's for. I don't think nobody is supposed to emulate what Tank Davis fights like, but I think, obviously he in there to spar smaller guys that, where he focusing on speed and how to deal with the, much smaller, faster, quicker guy. Simple. It's not like it's not rocket science. I'm impressed with all the mention of Rashidi Els. Yeah, man, I like Rashidi, man, but I just hated the fact that he said no, man. I wish they would have found a way to make that happen, and then people could have seen that instead of whining about Lima, right? People say why choose Lima, but then they know the answer to the question, but they don't want to acknowledge that other guys had opportunities before him, and they just ain't take it. But I guess all of that is boots of Eddie Hearn. That's why I say, yeah, you just hold Eddie accountable. You don't blame him, but it's not all his fault because there's only so much you can do. Let's get to it, man. Let's pull up Jakey Boy on TMZ. Talking about his training camp for this Tank fight.
Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Babcock here. We're now just we're weeks away from one of the biggest fights of the year. The man right here, Jake Paul, the problem child, returning to the boxing ring. I think you could make a really strong argument. This is the biggest fight of Jake's career, and obviously he has had massive fights. He had fights that have been watched by more than 108 million people, and we are so lucky to be joined by the man himself. Jake, brother, how are you? How's training going here? As again, we're just a couple of weeks away from this thing, Jake.
Yeah, feeling good, man. This is definitely the toughest test. I think there's like a lot of things out there about the size and all of this stuff, but people forget that Tank's a top 10 pound for pound fighter, and he's got power in both hands. And skill wise and technique wise, he's been doing this for so long. And so actually internally, like, I'm the most scared going into a fight that I've actually ever been, because I know how good these people are that I'm sparring, and being able to see how good they are and knowing how good Tank is. It's actually going to be my toughest test to date.
Yeah, I think, Jake, you could make the argument, right? Pound for pound wise, this guy's the most ferocious dude in the whole sport, couldn't you?
For sure. For sure. I think he has probably one of the highest knockout percentages.
Yeah, 90-something%, right?
Exactly. Exactly. And just his speed, his elusiveness, his ring IQ, his conditioning. You know, he's gone 12 rounds so many different times, something that I've never even done. So he's going to be sharp all the way through. I mean, the list goes on and on. And so just actually being vulnerable for a second, it's like, this is crazy. This is scary. It's kind of keeping me up at night.
Jake, how do you prepare for, like you said, a guy who is shorter than you? How do you find a sparring opponent to replicate something that obviously, you know, there's nobody else out there that's Tank Davis? How do you prepare for a guy that's different stature-wise?
Yeah, no, we have world champions. Raymond Ford in the 130-pound weight class. We got Montana Lovin. Shakur Stevenson is coming in this week. So just sparring against guys.
Shakur Stevenson coming in this week. They about to cry. Trey Styles at that shoot. And you know what's crazy? This is what was funny about this whole Shakur fake outrage. I thought he wasn't that good. I thought he was soft, brittle hands, just insignificant. He can't do shit with Tank anyway. So how is anything that a runner is going to help Jake beat? You get what I'm saying? How is that going to help Jake beat Tank? Right? So I don't even know. I told y'all, people just be looking for something to be mad at. And they usually find it in boxing all the time because they think they can tell these men what opportunities they're supposed to accept based on if it favors their favorite fighter or not. He don't owe Tank no loyalty. Tank don't owe Shakur no loyalty. Just like he don't owe him no fight. You get what I'm saying? Tank is Tank being a sellout to his boxing fans because he told us he was going to rematch Lamont Roach and he didn't do it? Is he a sellout for not fighting that fight? Or you get what I'm saying? He can do what he want to do. People just are extra, man. It's not that deep. It's just a fight. I'm pretty sure they're making it bag, man. Being part of the event, it ain't that big a deal. Jake out here playing chess and people getting nervous, man, because he out there. Y'all know he got the best. He working with the best lightweight, and it makes y'all nervous. Just say that, man. I know. You know what I'm saying?
On their level and people
working with Jake out there, he went got the best lightweight. That's all.
We're really focusing on speed. And not as much on power. I'm not doing as much like weightlifting and all of that stuff. I'm actually trying to like lose some muscle so that I have less weight and so that my punches are coming off faster.
And by the way, I hope Tank's
I know the answer to this question. Is there any?
I really do.
Is there any kind of universe where you view just surviving this fight as a win?
Like for me, I never let myself go there. You know, I'm a fierce competitor, and always need to have the W and come out on top. And so, and also shock the world and even shock myself and show myself what I'm capable of.
when you picture how it goes down, is there something that you see yourself doing? Do you see yourself knocking him
Devo
out? Do you
Tank.
imagine being
Huh?
victorious?
Devo
And
Tank.
what would that
Yeah.
mean for you? A guy, again, who has only been in this sport for a couple of years. You've turned it on its head. You've had a massive impact, clearly, in just a few years, but it's only been a few years. That's the bottom line.
No, exactly. This is my 5th year as a pro, and so I've had to progress faster than anyone else in the sport to be able to compete at this level and to be able to hang in there with these guys. But I do believe that I have the power and the offense to be able to walk Tank into a knockout like I've done with other opponents and set them up for it. And so I am fully confident in my ability, and I think it would be one of the craziest upsets in a long time.
Yeah, one of the craziest upsets ever, probably in many people's eyes. Well, I think I saw Cardi B just put a $250,000 bet down. It was a parlay, I believe, on Aspen all over Cyril Gahn. But then for Tank to beat you, have you seen that? And what do you think about Cardi B potentially placing a $250,000 bet?
Tank been in the weight room.
I didn't know.
I saw it on one of the MMA sites, so I'm assuming it's true.
Yeah, I think it's great. You know, I think it's funny. I'm the underdog for this fight, and you know that excites me even more again to go and prove everybody wrong, including Cardi B.
Nah, Tay, that's Photoshop. This Photoshop. That's people having fun at Tank's expense. This Photoshop.
I
do hear
referenced
Tank
the
going
108
hard
million
in the
people
gym,
that watched
though.
you and Mike in November. I think Canelo and Bud did 41 million. Great number, but obviously not 108 million. What are you thinking audience-wise here, Jake? How many people are going to tune in to this thing? I get the feeling it's going to be a massive number.
Yeah, it's super interesting, man. And I guess you really never know. But I think it'll be in that
that's
40
Photoshop,
to 50
bro.
to 60
That's
million,
people, you know, having
million
fun with
viewership
Tank, thinking he that big. Tank ain't that big.
How has Netflix been as a
never do
partner?
no silly shit like
I've
that.
got
Hey,
to
man.
imagine that they're incredibly happy.
Double tap that screen, man. Hit that like button, y'all. We're gonna keep playing this, and I'll get my assessment. When
They're
I'm done.
amazing, man. It's really refreshing, and you know they're easy to work with. They see the same visions. They understand entertainment. They have leaned a lot on us for the boxing side of things and putting together the card and all of that stuff. But it's been such an amazing and
they all
fruitful
Photoshop
partnership
these
on
joint
both
shots. They had
sides,
fun.
and
They got a bunch of
everyone's
them.
winning, and
Tank look big as hell. You know, Tank ain't gonna
that's
get
all
this
we could
huge.
ask for. So looking forward to
Especially
doing
not
more
that
with them in the
fast. Like,
future.
look,
and beyond
every
this
last
fight.
one of them is suspect.
Two quick ones. I've asked you so many times
I
over
think
the years
Jake was
about
up to
Canelo.
this, though. I think Jake
I'm sure
did
that's
this
still an
one.
attractive fight just because of how
I don't want to
popular
put it on
is,
him,
but
his team, somebody.
Has Bud in a way
Because
replaced
reason
Canelo?
why I say this, they've been calling Jake the king of AI. They generated like 1 billion views with that AI stuff. And you didn't see Tank getting emasculated and stuff like that till he's fighting Jake. You ain't see the kissing videos, the AI. Like, I never seen him in no dress and none of that until he was fighting Jake. I would just think somebody from his team. Maybe Jake don't know how to do it per se, but I would lean toward it being somebody on the team doing it. You know what I'm saying? Then they've been photoshopping all these pictures with him being big as hell. I imagine if Tank was that big.
The last few days. Has Bud replaced Canelo in a way as that kind of dream
I'm
opponent?
gonna talk about all of
not
it.
so much?
I'm gonna talk about that. The dress picture
I don't think it's
too.
replaced.
I like
him.
to
I
have
think
fun
I've
too. I ain't
always had
sensitive,
my
but
eyes set
some
on
stuff
Canelo.
just be a little too
I would
much.
still love to fight Terrence.
Unnecessary,
sure,
like the dress
you know,
pictures.
who knows what
I don't know,
happens
it's
at this
OD.
point
I'm
in the
not
sport?
going
I
for all
mean,
of that.
you just never know what's going to happen. So I'm
I can
open
see
to
the
all
duck
these
stuff,
conversations,
but
but
the
for
girl
me,
stuff, I try
I've
to
had
stay
my
away from.
target
Trying
set
to
on
call a man
Canelo, and I've been
anything but a
saying
man.
it for
You can
years
call him
and
a
years
duck
and
and
years.
all of
So
that
that's
stuff, but once you
really the
start putting
guy
like,
I want.
you know,
But
dresses and
you know, I have a lot of time
what
left
it
in
is.
this sport, and we can make all these fights happen.
People aren't laughing at those potential fights anymore. You know how people used to kind of laugh at it,
Steroids,
like, "Oh yeah, Jake Paul's
steroids,
gonna
right?
fight Canelo." Well, or Bud Crawford. It doesn't sound like they're laughing anymore, really.
Exactly, and then once they see what I do to Tank, who's gonna come in weighing, 165 pounds or so, which is the same weight roughly that Canelo fights at. So I'm gonna prove a lot of people wrong on November 14th and open up a lot of eyes, and then the excuses will start to fly per usual. But I'll just keep on knocking on all these dominoes and and showing the world what the hard work that I've put in the gym to be able to accomplish these things.
Yeah, it gets to the point where people just got to stop making the excuses and just give you the credit, right? So, again, it's November 14th. Jake Paul, Gervonta Tank Davis. I think it's a fight you can't miss, and it's free. So it's going to be amazing, Jake. We can't wait to watch, brother. I appreciate your time as always.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Shout out to Jake. Shout out to TMZ. Look, now he can have fun with it. I mean, you know, Tank knew what he was getting himself into. Maybe he did or he didn't when dealing with Jake. You could expect a lot of this troll stuff. You could expect a lot of I didn't expect the kissing videos and the wild ass AI, but with Jake, like I said, him being a content guy in that space, having a whole team of people that just got all the time in the world, and he got the money to put time, energy, and effort into this stuff. So I had fun with the muscle tank pictures, right? But I think I don't know. It just. Like, all right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because we're going to talk about it. I don't remember nobody else that he was fighting, like, getting dragged through this, right? Like, with all the extra little weird stuff, right? The little undertones, right? Just make it weird. Like, it's like, why when you get to him, start doing all this little extra stuff, little weird stuff? I'm cool with the muscles and all that. Even putting his head on the duck bodies and all of that different stuff, but I don't know, like the AI kissing video, whoever did that was weird. Certain stuff to me is not funny. This one, I could laugh at it a little bit, but like I said, it's the way they set the table with the other stuff. And then I seen this. I don't know which order it came out, but this is why I said I just hope Tank go out there and smoke him because he'll get the last laugh at the end of the day. They've been dragging him. They've been playing a lot of little silly games. And I really hope he kicked their ass. I hope he kicked Jake ass for this, man. Shout out to Jake, but I hope he beat your ass, man. You've been out here playing, man. You got to put some respect on this man's name. You did. Muscle Tank is cool, man. I'm saying.
Yep.
Dress. What's good, Ant McQueen? What it do, man?
Chilling, man. Sipping this wine, tuned into Jusdueboxing.
Okay.
Ain't nothing like a Cabernet on a Thursday with the voice. They're pulling out all stops to market this thing. That Cardi B bet, I'm pretty sure that was intentional as well. Because, Cardi B, she's been circulating in the news as of late. New album just dropped. Baby daddy drama. About to have another baby with homeboy.
Right.
So, they're like, oh, Cardi B, she placed a $250,000 bet. Now you got Cardi B fans. Like, what the hell is this? What is she betting on? What is this Tank versus Jake going on? So they trying to tap into the different markets. As far as what they're doing right now with the AI generated stuff, I will say, if I'm calling him down the middle, he even put himself through the ringer. He being Jake, he had that weird ass video where he was putting the makeup on and all that.
Yeah.
So it hasn't just been one sided like he's trying to emasculate Tank. He been on some weird shit himself.
Yeah, he been on it himself. Yeah.
So it's been a two-way street. Nah, hell no, we ain't on that Cisco, baby. But we ain't on that Cisco. Mad Dog 2020. You heard?
Yeah, did.
Nah, but in all seriousness, I think that they're playing on the angle, man, that a lot of people have when it comes to Tank. You know about his usage of the nail polish emoji.
Right.
There's that one video of him dancing in his boxes.
Yeah.
The other video where he rolled into the ring during the media workout. He rolled into the ring.
Yeah, that man's a fool. That one was funny. Tank a fool.
I don't really eat those unless they glazed. The gas station video where he was buying the snacks. So I think that they're playing on all of that stuff.
I'm dangerous. Yeah, I'm dangerous. Yeah, I'm like Tank a fool.
He is. So they not doing anything that.
Don't worry, Tank. They playing with your name.
Nobody else hasn't said about him. So it's up to Tank. Go up in there, knock his ass out. Right. Hit him with them boom bop bang bing boom bop bams and all that good stuff. Get him up out of there. I do like what Jake is saying as far as the preparation is concerned. Focusing on speed. I don't know how losing muscle is going to help his ass out, though. I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah. That's what he said. He been trying to stay away from the weights and stuff like that to see, to try to work with I seen somebody ask, like, what's the point of sparring with Shakur and them? They don't fight nothing like Tank. It's not for them to give them the same exact, fight exactly like Tank, but fighting smaller guys, faster guys, shiftier guys, right? You want to prepare yourself for a fast southpaw, and that's why you'll get in there with some guys that will be considered speedy or slick compared to you. And, just to get you to look as best they can and prepare you. And then I think some of that shit, bro, I'm going to be honest, man, it's photo ops, man. It's to make it look a certain way, bro. Like, you keep talking this Shakur shit. Let's see you sparring for real. Let's see a clip at least. I at least want to see them with some headgear on and they taking a picture like they done put some work in. Because until then, I'm still saying, man, he having fun just throwing his name in there because he know how people going to react. And that's one thing nobody considered yet. Y'all ain't even seen Shakur nowhere near this situation. You seen Ray Ford out there physically running. With all this shit, I'm bringing Shakur, and he been saying that shit for weeks now. I ain't seen Shakur nowhere near this situation yet. I see him everywhere else doing all this other shit. Not saying he won't be there now, but I'm just saying, like, y'all already criticized him like he did it. He a sellout. He attaching his name to Tank. Man, shut y'all soft asses up. Y'all not no Tank fans. Y'all some busters, man. Shut up. Think Tank care that he has Shakur helping? He don't give a damn. Shakur should help him. So what? You're not going to fight me? Yeah, I'll go help him. Ain't like that's going to be the reason you beat him. Y'all forgetting the fact that when they asked him who going to win, he said, Jake ain't beating Tank. Y'all forgot that part, huh? Because you can't push no narrative off that. No matter fucking helping him, what did he say when asked? He was such a hater and all this and that. When he say, man, I'm going to help him beat him. Yeah, man, with my help, he definitely going to beat him. He'll be saying some shit like that. He like, man, Jake ain't beating no Tank. Y'all forgot to mention that. Convenient. Shut up, man. It's just boxing. It's just entertainment. It's just business. Everybody over there putting in any work with Jake, it's probably a bag attached to it. Shut up. Do not tell these boxers they can't make money. Because your favorite fighter would. If you scared, just say that. Trey Styles, y'all worried that the Southpaw from Brick City about to give him the secret formula? The secret to the Krabby Patty formula, huh? Y'all think he about to give him some magical key to beating up Tank? He getting cooked. He gonna get beat regardless. I don't give a damn who he sparred with. He still losing. Give a damn who he sparred with. I'm not picking him to beat no damn Tank. And that's it.
He ain't about to turn into no damn monster.
Yeah, like
he about to touch your core gloves and all of a sudden absorb all of his powers, being there slick as hell.
Like, this ain't Space Jam.
Pick
Like,
off
bro, you get me? Like, yeah, hey, man, Jake, touch this glove, and you just gonna have all the powers of Shakur, Stevenson, Montana Love, and all these slick southpaws. Shut up. This is not Space Jam. This is real life. He probably doing it because he know how people will react. Do y'all realize the more shit you talk about Jake, did y'all see that they had over 1 billion views generated with that AI shit? Y'all don't. He is man. He a massive marketer, man. He can market some shit, bro. He know what he doing. He know exactly what he doing. I'm telling you, bro. He got y'all reacting to everything. I'm telling him. I gotta give him more credit. Gotta give him more credit. And he got real fights on the card. Shout out to Jake. He figured out something that worked, bro. Still gonna get beat up by Tank.
Gotta play on all these things, man. Of course, because damn near every time, and you seen it during the press conference, they were asking Tank questions. Who name came up? Shakur. Oh, what you gonna do after this? So right now, if Tank goes and does an interview anyway, they're gonna ask him about 2 names. They're gonna ask him about Shakur Stevenson, and of course, they're gonna ask him about Lamont Roach.
Right.
And then you see with Shakur Stevenson, he goes to do an interview, people asking him, when you going to fight Tank? When you going to fight Tank? And it's gotten to the point where now he's reluctant to say the man's name.
Right. Feel me, Reed? I see.
So why the hell wouldn't
like,
Jake Paul, being the master manipulator, marketer, and everything else that he's been described as, why wouldn't he play on that?
Right.
Because we seen his ass in there with Montana Love. To your point, we ain't seen him in there with Shakur, but we seen plenty of clips of him in there with Montana.
You done seen him on the track with Raymond Ford. You done seen him in the ring with Montana. You ain't seen Shakur on the sideline watching, giving tips, pointers, nothing. But y'all all reacting. Scared as hell. Scary asses, man. Shakur is star because every day you talk about him, boxing expert. He a star. He damn sure a star. You just too silly to recognize it. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the most
he's just an expert and we don't know shit.
We all know when him and Tank went back and forth, their names was two of the most trending names on Twitter. Y'all idiots, man. That Shakur shit, y'all gotta let it go, bro. Do we sell tickets like your boyfriend? Nah. But I tell you, at the end of the day, it's a lot of interest in him. You can't stop talking about him, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. That's all y'all do. Shakur. Every single day, every single time I see certain people go live, all they chat do is slander Shakur the entire live stream. When Shakur is being brought up, it's all negative. He can't do nothing good. Nobody he fought is worth a damn. It's only he don't do nothing. He don't do this. You know, listen, he don't gotta be a star to whoop ass. You know what he is? He one of the most respected fighters in the sport. You get what I'm saying? Your favorite fighter probably ain't gonna get in there with him and prove that he ain't that. That's why y'all be saying that stupid shit. Stars and how much money he make, how many tickets he sell, who getting a cut of his money. Y'all talk about all the shit that's not boxing when it come to him, because you know what? When it come to them X's and O's, your favorite fighter will have the toughest time in the world dealing with him. And I don't give a damn what his last name is, what his nickname is, where he come from, what city, what his upbringing like. I don't give a damn. If you got Shakur Stevenson on the other side of you, it's probably not going to be a fucking good night in the office for you. You could take that shit to the bank. That's why you got guys like Pitbull Cruz openly not wanting to smoke. That's why you got guys like Frank Martin wanting that extra little You get what I'm saying? You get me. That's why you got guys talking about, he can't punch, and then getting in the ring and having all the respect in the world for him. You get what I'm saying? That's what's really going on. You get me? Fuck them narratives, man. Can you beat them? That's what I want to talk about. We don't care about who the fuck a star is. You think I watch people based on who I think is a star? I watch fighters based on who I know are good, or who I think are good. And can you beat them? Can your favorite fighter beat them? If so, let's hope that they make the fight so we can find out. That's all. I support them all. But, man, that slander shit got to stop. That'd be one of the best fighters that your boyfriend have fought if he get in the ring with him. Matter of fact, it would be the best. Y'all know it. Jersey was standing on business, man. Y'all ain't see Keith Cologne beating ass. Y'all don't see Emmanuel Chance coming through the ranks. Y'all better open y'all damn eyes. Y'all don't see Shadazy Green standing on business. Y'all better open up, man. Open y'all eyes, man. It's always one weirdo in the chat. It's always a weirdo. You could tell these dudes be kids. What Jordan said, you could tell when a kid talking in the chat. Damn kid, hit the like button, man, while you're yapping, running that damn mouth. You hear me? So look, man, we're going to keep building up boxing, man. We ain't here to tear it down. Y'all talk too much, and y'all can't fight. And the guys that y'all talk the craziest about, you can't beat them. You can't beat them. Your daddy, punk-ass daddy will get beat up. His punk-ass daddy, all the way, so on and so forth. It beat your whole house up. The fish, the cat, the dog, all of them. Telling you, doing all that shit talking, man. That's what's wrong with y'all. Talking about like we could box. I'll beat you up. I ain't gotta beat none of them, but I'll beat you up. Put hands right on your ass. Fist the cuffs. I'm telling you, fist the cuffs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fist the cuffs. Is Shakur really fighting Tio? Look, I heard positive things early. I ain't hearing them things no more. I kind of went quiet. I ain't saying I'm hearing nothing bad, but if I had to take a guess, I would say no. I would say it was fun talking about it while it lasted, but Tio just giving me too many signs of a guy that don't know what he want to do. He keep playing games. It go from, that's next. He want to fight. I want to fight. Want to fight. To some other shit like, my next opponent's gonna be black, and then he putting post up Pacquiao or Shakur. Like, shut up, man. I'm tired of Tio. Nah, I would say probably not. I think he's going to get in the way. I hope I'm wrong. I truly, truly hope I'm wrong. But Shakur, if I'm Shakur, I'm already looking for a plan B. And while we talking about it, let's talk about it before I move on to this Keyshawn shit. Hey, man, I see y'all bogus-ass dudes, man. I spoke on it briefly, but I see y'all. It's really sad how many of y'all almost are celebrating the fact that y'all think that fight not happening. And I thought people wanted to see good fights. I thought people wanted to see him fight somebody, right? You would think, if they shit on the resume so much, all right, well, Tio is the opposite of everybody else he been fighting, right? He got the respect. He got some accolades. He only got the one loss, right? Nope, they're still trashing it. I heard somebody sit up on a panel sounding like Daffy Duck with his beak shot off. Sound like fucking Steve Urkel. I don't know, just a nerd. Sound like a damn dweeb on a panel.
Shakur is cherry picking Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, I said it. Shakur Stevenson is cherry picking Teofimo Lopez. He's picking the weakest champion at the division.
Shut up, man. Y'all be thinking y'all opinions really matter. He the more established champion in the division. Get what I'm saying? Everybody keep yelling Gary Antoine Russell. Yeah, you goddamn right. He a dog, he a beast. But yeah, that same dog and beast lost to Alberto Puello. We seen that. Fair and square. Yes, we all seen it. Ain't none of these guys unstoppable. There's no fucking boogeymans at 140. There ain't no boogeyman in boxing. Shout out to my homie L-Dub. No boogeyman in boxing. Sounding like Daffy Duck with a beat, Sean.
Shakur, he picked the weakest champion there.
Shut the hell up. Y'all boxing knowledge fucking suck. Y'all think y'all be cooking, trying to make a case for one of the more established guys. He's more established than the other fighters that you ranting and raving about. Same way he got a loss. Yeah, the guy, Gary, he got a loss too. Ain't no for sure that any of these guys beat Shakur. And Gary Antoine included. I don't give a damn. Show me. I want to see it. Stand on business. Stop talking all this weird shit. He cherry picked. That's what shows. And I don't care how much you watch boxing, how long you've been watching it. If you calling Teofimo a cherry pick for Shakur, you just need to walk away from the sport. You don't even need to have an opinion on it. Your opinion is not valid. That's some weak ass shit right there. That's what's wrong with the sport. You complain about his resume. You complain about Artem. You complain about Josh Padley's, the Yoshinos of the world. And now you're going to complain about an established world champion in Teofimo Lopez. So tell me again how much y'all really don't like seeing great fights. Tell me again how much y'all really don't like boxing. Cherry picking Teofimo. Shut y'all asses up when he already been asked about Gary Antoine at 140. I'm going to start spilling more of the beans. I'm telling y'all, I'll be trying to take it easy on y'all because people going to just say I'm lying. Yeah, he already newsflash. You already been asked about him and Subriel Matias at 140. For y'all people that think that he going to somehow stay he cool with Gary Antoine Russell. Nah, he been asked about them dudes already at 140, and he already said yeah to him. Now y'all go figure out why them shits didn't happen. Y'all don't be knowing nothing, bro. I'm telling you right now, I speak with this confidence because the track record be speaking for itself. I'll be able to get information. I'm not saying ain't no way nobody could lie to me, but I doubt it. Everything has been solid, and I'm seeing this shit play out actively. I've never, and I'm standing on this shit. They go for all y'all busters. I have never in my life in boxing seen people celebrate a fighter not getting an opportunity more than I've seen them celebrate Shakur. The minute they thought like the Tio fight wasn't happening, they start like celebrating. You know why? Because if he beat him, you know what that shows y'all? That he did something that your favorite fighter is currently not doing. Because that's how y'all watch boxing. Y'all know if he go do that, that's something that your favorite fighter say he is not doing. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all. Yes, that's what y'all doing. That's why y'all mad. Y'all celebrating him not getting a good fight. It's a good fight for both of them. Tio is a risk for Shakur. Shakur is a risk for Tio. How we don't want to see guys take risks, but we rather sit up on panels and talk through our noses.
Yeah, Shakur is cherry picking Tio. He wouldn't pick the weakest champion.
No, your opinion is weak. You weak. Don't tell me that. When Tio been put in there with the toughest opposition, outside of the Cambosis fight, we get that. But when we expected him to get tested, when people expected him to lose, he always stand tall. Don't tell me it's no chance of hell that he don't go in there and give Shakur a hell of a fight. That's what he do. It's the fights where you expect him, all right, this dude gonna dominate. If those be the ones he get up for. Shakur is the kind of threat that Tio needs to rise to the occasion. He don't need no Steve Claggett. He don't need no Arnold Barbosas. He need a Shakur Stevenson, and the Shakur Stevenson need him. Y'all ain't about boxing out here celebrating the fact that they ain't fighting. I see all types of weird ass comments. I'll be like, bro, y'all really happy that the fight not happening? Why are y'all happy about that? I get it, because it'll one up your favorite fighter, even though it won't. But that's how y'all look at boxing. That's why y'all want to see that shit, because as long as he don't get these fights with these names, y'all can keep pushing them weak ass narratives. He don't want to fight nobody. Ain't nobody ducking him. He priced himself out. They try to bully him in negotiations. That's why he can't make no fights. He fighting for Turkey. He's an undercard fighter. That's why y'all don't want to see him be great. That's why y'all mad.
Y'all don't want to see them fights so y'all can keep continuing to push them same weak-ass narratives while he continue to put belt the ass and prove y'all wrong. That's why y'all don't want to see that shit. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, bro, they rejoicing that this man is not getting an opportunity to fight Tio. It's the wildest shit I've ever seen. Why would you be happy about that? I would be annoyed. All that promoting he doing. They did a face-off, y'all. They did a face-off. Shakur hit him with the ice grill, bro. Who don't want to see it? Why wouldn't you want to see that fight? It ain't about no favorites. That's a good stylistic matchup. That's a good challenge on both sides. Tio could do some shit that could make Shakur think and have to get in his bag and vice versa. What are we doing? Celebrating fights not being made instead of, you know, pushing for fights to be made or speaking life into these fights. Be like, yeah, man, he ain't getting no Tio. Ha ha. He got tricked. Ha ha. He got tricked. I'm like, bro, what? Y'all don't want, y'all know what time it is. He getting there, you know. When the stakes are at his highest, that man is gonna shine. Y'all know that. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Without these names, y'all can keep pushing them narratives, bro. That's why y'all don't want to see them fights. That's why y'all want to see them fights. Come on, Tio. Do something right in your career. Make the right decision and give Shakur an opportunity to prove how great he is, bro. Be the sacrificial lamb at 140. One of y'all got to do it because ain't nobody else doing it. Now, let me talk my shit for a minute because the rest of them ain't doing it. If it ain't some phantom-ass bullshit, flaky-ass 25% offer, then they out here sending fake offers and fake contracts. Every time it's time to fight that dude, it's another narrative. And nobody in boxing can point one time and be like, yeah, man, he turned down the fight right here. I've seen it. Talking about Albert Bell. Shut up about some fucking Albert Bell, man. Shut up. Shut up. If you can't name me 3 Albert Bell wins, don't ever tell me about Shakur Stevenson ducking Albert Bell. I'll duck him too. 6'1" ass dude. That dude tall, rangy, ain't could fight. But miss me with that duck shit. I'm talking about turning down smoke. Not them discussing the idea of a fight happening and the team being like, oh, nah, we going in another direction. Show me where the fighter is like, nah, I don't want to fight him. I'm not fighting him. Get y'all asses out of here, man. We watching these dudes say no, tuck they tail, and then these fake-ass boxing fans are exposed every single time one of his fights don't get made. They get on YouTube and they celebrate. He got to find another opponent. Go fight the Josh Padleys, the Ardems, the Yoshinos. He got to keep fighting them. The Zepedas, now that you got those Zepeda in that bunch too. Like he was the worst thing to do. Shit is crazy. Shout out to Albert Bell because he a dog. But y'all weird, man. We should not be celebrating fights not being made. We should be pushing for them to be made. We should be asking Teofimo stand on the business just like we do any other fighter. I want y'all to realize something. Y'all losing sight. Y'all hate for and disdain for Shakur Stevenson for whatever reason is making y'all lose sight of the fact that you're kind of letting Tio off the hook scot-free after he done ran around the internet promoting this fight and acting like this is what's next. And now he's sounding like he double dutching now. Now it's, oh, should it be Hitchens, Pacquiao, Shakur, pick the fight for me. Who it's going to be? Yeah, my next fighter is going to be a black guy, black fighter. Like, shut up, man. Come on, man. We should all be holding Tio to the same standard. We heard the Shakurs too, the Devins, the Tank Davis is right. He says something. He promoting his fight. He's standing on business, right? Let's demand that he do that. Don't let him out the back door by celebrating a fight not happening. Nah, let's not forget the fact that this is what he said was next. He went on podcasts talking about it and all that. Now he talking Pacquiao and Hitchens. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it, bro. Stand on business. Fight that man. This is the best fighting the best. Let them 2 dudes get it in. You know what I mean? And if not, then just move on and Shakur go fight somebody else and the hell with Tio. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't having it. Why you mad, Toy? What's good? Parker and Fabio. Man, something I want to lean towards Parker, man. I think his experience might guide him to victory, man. Fabio is tough. Parker got that experience. He knows his way around the ring, good box and move. He might take Fabio in the deep waters and win the fight late, man. He might pull away down the stretch. You know what I mean? I think it would be competitive, tough fight. He got to stay switched on, though. Fabio could punch, and that's what he's going to be looking for, a fight. Parker just got to keep it a boxing match, uses his experience over the younger Fabio Worley, less experienced Fabio Worley. I think he could win on points. Some people saying Parker by KO or TKO. I think on points. I could see him winning a points decision. I mean, good competitive fight, though. Shout out to Why You Mad Toy. Y'all hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Support the grind, man. Double tap the like button. We missing about 20 likes. We're going to cook for a bit more. My bad, Ann McQueen. I had to get that out, man. I had to vent.
Oh no! I was over here. I had the scanner out.
You get me?
No lies detected, man. No lies detected.
They be tripping, bro. Like, come on,
You
man.
hit on something
this
that
ain't
was
about the
crucial, though.
fighter and just trying to be no fan.
Let me tell you something, man.
Like, let's push for the best fights. I know it's only so much we could do with like conversation, but I think our words, our conversations travel. I think they matter. I'm seeing a consistent theme with people celebrating when a particular guy is not able to get the right name in there. How is that making y'all happy? Y'all said y'all want to see him tested, right? And then when the name come up that y'all said test him, it fall out. It was like, yay, everybody celebrate. He can't, because y'all know what time it is. Y'all know. He get these guys in the ring, it's gonna be belt to ass, and he gonna solidify himself, and he gonna be like a harsh reminder of how you had him fucked up the same way you had Crawford. Y'all hoping that's not the case with him. Y'all on y'all hands and knees at this point. Trey Styles ass dudes, that shit ain't gonna work. Banks, what's good with it, partner? How you feeling, Howdy, my guy? Hannibal, what's good with it? Yeah, they demonize anybody that called Tank out. Y'all ever seen me shred Tank up to make my point about Shakur? You ever seen me do it? Show me anywhere. I would never do it. That shit weak. Tank a dog, and I can't wait. And I hope he smoked Jake for putting him in that pink dress. But again, y'all some hating ass dudes. Anybody that's
some of them, Hannibal,
purists should want to see Tio and Shakur mix it up. If you think Tio last opponent wasn't impressive, cool. If you think Shakur last opponent wasn't impressive, cool. Put them two together, right? Who's complaining? But y'all out here celebrating fights not happening. I know y'all not real boxing fans. Y'all might as well go be fans of the handful of fighters that y'all like and just disappear somewhere. Get y'all asses up out of here. Pack them up, pack them up, pack them up. Pack him up. Never seen no shit like that, bro. Celebrating a guy not getting the opportunity. I was like, bro, that's nasty work.
We've had this discussion before, Just. I don't think that a lot of these people, they do this out of malice for Shakur or in favor of Tank. Now, that there is a portion of people, a sector of people who do that, to Hannibal's point. But I think it's more along the lines of what you said before. So many people had these bold ass takes to the point where they're unwavering at this point. They done doubled down. They done told you the man don't sell. How he gonna fight this one if his hands is fucked up? How he gonna do X, Y, Z? He ain't that good. All he do is back out in a straight line. His defense overrated. He's fighting sushi chefs and electricians and hibachi chefs and all this other stuff. So in the event that he were to face Teofimo Lopez and win, and God forbid he make the shit look relatively easy, and the man is out there asking himself, do I still got it? Then you got to move the goalposts. You got to say, well, Teofimo was never that good. He lost to George Kambosos. Or you got to just give it up to the young man and say, damn,
right,
he's better than I thought. And a lot of people don't want to say, for their ego's sake, damn, he was better than I thought.
My bad, y'all. I was on mute. Tim Bradley live right now calling him a Tank hater. He said they call him a Tank hater. That's because they wear. Shout out to the fax machine, the plug, the boxing. How you feeling, bro? Tio definitely not a cherry pick. That's why I say I just like good fights, bro. That's how these conversations come up. I'll be like, damn, I'm the balance, man. I like to call myself the balance, the voice, whatever is clever, but I just don't know why people drag good potential fights happening. You know what I'm saying? I just be wanting to see guys go out there and prove their worth, man. And I know, when you're a certain level of talent, the only thing that's going to quiet the naysayers is getting an opportunity against those world-class guys. Like, when you a certain talent, you on a certain level, you need a dance partner to complement what you got going on. I think I always said that I think Core is one of them guys. That's why I just want to say anybody can lose, but if you're gonna lose, I want to see it be to one of the best fighters in the world. You know what I'm saying? Not some run-of-the-mill dude, but let's keep rolling, man. Keyshawn Davis, man, is a name that been, out the mix ever since his situation with Edwin De Los Santos, blowing weight, blowing the fight, missing the $1 million payday, the little brawl in the back room. It's been a little rough for him, but he's been making his little appearances here or there, popping up on live streams, and he had a little message. He did a little short video he had made, went live, but let's see what he was talking about, man. Let's see what Keyshawn talking about. This is a guy that I'm ready to see at 142. If that's where he's going to go, I'm ready to see it, but I'm not surprised that he on the sideline after what he did. And I think top rank look like they're in the middle of, trying to find another situation. So we'll see. I could imagine that being one of the reasons why he's still out too.
Important folks, people around, people that's supposed to be around Donald Trump. They had me on stage talking in front of all these billionaires and millionaires. I done got invited to a private event at the Wynn Hotel. I had to put on my slacks and shit. Had me talking in front of a whole bunch of billionaires and millionaires. Talking about this person over here made this amount of billions and this person over here made this amount of millions.
He got motivated.
Billions. This
He's in a room with the billionaires.
This company worth this amount of billions. I'm sitting back with my arms crossed, observing all this shit. Like, yo, it's really billionaires out here that nobody know. Like, and then all of a sudden he said, "Yeah, I got another special guest, Keyshawn Davis." Man, my heart started pounding so fast. I say, look, I hope y'all don't think I'm coming over here talking about all these millions of dollars, because I ain't that. Don't think I'm coming up here talking about, yeah, millions this and millions that, and I done got me a DB3 company worth billions. No, I ain't saying that. This what I'm going to say. This what I'm going to tell you. I come from Norfolk. And I had it hard. You feel me?
This man is a fool, bro.
And God dang on, I'm not the millions that y'all.
I think he'd beat Andy Cruz
right?
up
So I told my story.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I told my story, right? How I came from, where I came from, and I ain't had shit, type shit, right? I just told my story. Man, everybody, bro, why I'm seeing motherfuckers back drop tears? They start to feel bad for me. I'm saying shit like, yeah, me and my brothers really started loving boxing because we ain't never really leave the city. So when we started boxing, we was traveling state to state. And we just fell in love with us traveling because we ain't travel. We ain't leave the state. We ain't really leave the city. Man, motherfuckers just started. Because everybody up there speaking all that high sedity shit. Oh, yeah, my company worth billions of this. They genuine, though. They sound real good.
50.
My company worth billions of this. My company worth billions of that. And, get involved like this.
Real quick. The thing is, like, people make it seem like it's up to Keyshawn to make the Andy Cruz fight. They allow the amateur wins to blind them to think like that. It's something Keyshawn's supposed to hurry up and do to avenge that because he beat them in the amateurs, man. Lots of people fight in the amateurs and lose to guys and don't avenge them in the pros. My thing is, you see what path is he on. Like, they'll keep saying Keyshawn, he's running from Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz is going the IBF route, which is what I'm going to talk about that for a second, too, because I see the purse bid situation took shape. Shout out to Doug because he brought that up. And I'm glad they got that out the way because people was ready to call Muratalla a duck. I even seen a rumor going around. I meant to ask him about that, but I knew it was just a rumor about, Muratalla vacating his title so he wouldn't have to fight Andy. I'm like, that would make no sense whatsoever. I just didn't. It didn't sound right. It didn't make sense. Mag 7 was good with it. Yeah, I had talked about it. I just had finished up with the tank stuff. Well, I was good with it. Oh, with the pink dress.
I'm soaking in the information. I'm loving it. But when you got a nigga get on stage talking about real reality, you know what I'm saying? I think I brought everybody back to reality. Like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's one nigga in the room right now that ain't for all this crypto billionaire shit. I don't understand that little bit of crypto language, but Them white people, them people love me. Not in them. But this the thing though. Besides all this stuff I'm saying, this is like, I might be real now. Bro. Before this week started, I said something amazing was going to happen. This is the second amazing thing that happened. I posted on my story yesterday, God changed my life. Bro, I never would have thought in a million years I'm invited to a private event to speak in front of motherfuckers that be speaking in front of Donald Trump. Motherfuckers that's important in the world.
To my knowledge,
these niggas are.
To my knowledge, he is still with Top Rank, but I was hearing that I had seen an article and read a little bit where they were saying Eddie Hearn was looking to possibly sign him and buy him out of this last year's or buy him out of his contract. But I don't know how solid that is. I ain't heard Eddie speak on nothing publicly, so stuff like that I tend to think is more of a rumor than solid, but you never know. But I just knew something was going to be a little rough after that situation.
And one of the important leaders in the world called my phone talking about he want me to speak at the event. What the hell you want me to speak for? Like, what you think I would say, right? Man.
He'd be turned up.
Bro, nobody was really, like, engaging with me because they didn't know who I was. And I got, like, a little aura with me. So they know that I'm probably not from Vegas. You understand what I'm saying? But, bro, after that jump, why everybody just started flocking me? Because they don't know me. They don't know who I am. They just know I'm about, like, they just started flocking me like, yo, I appreciate your story. I love that you shared your story. Your story is so inspiring. We want to work with you. We want to fuck with you. Let me get your number. All type of shit. I'm just like, damn. I just told y'all what's real. Like, this was really going on right now. Like, no cameras, no nothing. No nothing. I told them what's really, like, going on. Like, bro, when I come out to boxing, bro, I'm gonna be like a so like different person. I already told y'all that. Like, I just spoke in front of millionaires and billionaires today. I am so geeked up right now. Like, what? What? Bro, like a private event at the Wynn Hotel. Go look up the Wynn Hotel. Y'all gonna know what type hotel. Look up the Wynn Hotel. When you walk in the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas, it's only poker. You only got poker in that motherfucker. That should tell you something. I'm from Norfolk. They got me.
Norfolk.
The girls. I took a picture with a group of girls. All the girls said, man, we could just let you stay up there the whole time. We could just listen to you talk the whole time. I say, well, why you ain't just tell me? I'm just playing.
You give me Mel Charlo vibes. Like, he had a party all by
himself. Though. The girls did say that. Though. They said, Keyshawn, we could have listened to you talk the whole time. We love how you talk. Your aura is something about you. I say, man, let me tell Live this shit. Let me tell Live gotta know this shit. Y'all know I don't do no welling now. Live gotta know this shit. The girls, a group of millionaire girls that said the businessman got an aura to him. Hold on. Nah, I've been through that. Nah, I'm playing. What the fuck? This nigga look at that. Fuck. Let me chill.
Look.
Long live K-Roy a lot. Fuck you talking about? Holy cow. When I get back in the ring. Bro, I'm retired. Stop asking me that. I'm retired. I'm not, like, chill. I'm talking about my aura right now. I'm not talking about boxing. I'm talking about my aura.
He'll be back.
I'm not like sitting here on live no more. I told them my story. Hey, yo, I love y'all, man. No cap. Y'all is like that.
Right.
Everybody up here right now, like
you,
that. Like that. Fuck that aura. You know what I said to you? Fuck you. Now I'm go.
That man a whole fool, bro. Whole fool. I'm out here retired, man. But it seemed like he just wanted to get his mind right probably before he stepped back in the ring anyway, which is always going to be good. But I like to see that he having, positive experiences that he can draw from. Probably motivated being around the millionaires, the billionaires, speaking in front of them, basically letting them know his story. Probably made some connections, met some people. I mean, that's good, man. Show some growth, man. He's staying out of trouble. He ain't getting in no extra trouble, so that's good. I think I seen him pop up somewhere at one of the gyms. So it's good to see, man, because, look, he's a player, man. When he come back, he's definitely a player in the sport of boxing, man. He come back at 40. You come back at 40, man. That's just gonna be a sight, man. That's gonna make that division something to watch, something to pay attention to, man.
Hell yeah. You seen the way he looked when he weighed in 139. He was still shredded. That's how I knew. That's how I knew that mishap that took place with the De Los Santos fight. It was a genuine effort involved. Because you don't get that, you don't get in that type of shape. Where I feel like he messed up was he probably should have been more vocal about the struggles with making 135. Because if you weigh in 139 and you look like that, like where the hell is the other 4 pounds supposed to go? That's where you really find yourself in a situation where you dehydrated, emaciated. You're gonna be in there on some Skeletor shit, mess around, get your ass knocked out.
Right.
So I think at 140, I think he's gonna look strong because he looked good on the scale, man. 139. And the man had every muscle you could think of.
Right.
And another thing I love about Key is he's the ultimate showman. I can't remember the last time I seen a fighter walk to the ring with a damn headset on and be talking to people the whole time.
Right.
No, well, the reason why I said it was a mishap is because clearly he didn't communicate, Mo City. I understand what you're saying because I agree with you as far as it backfiring because he was probably under the impression there was a strong inclination that he thought that Lemos would do what he did with Lemos. Remember, Lemos came in 6 pounds overweight and he still took the fight. So he's probably assuming that De Los Santos would do the same thing. We're going to thug it out. We're going to get our Toragati Joey Gamache shit on. And he's going to make 135 and I'm going to come in overweight. But this is what I'm saying as far as it being a mishap on Key's part. The type of shape that he was in at 139, just looking at how lean he looked, where was the other 4 pounds about to come from? Like, where the hell was that about to come from? So instead of just communicating with these people like, bro, I can't even make 135 no more, you go through the bullshit and you do something like that. Oh, I'm going to come in 139. He going to take the fight anyway. We're going to pay him the little extra bread. We're going to beat him the fuck up, get him up out of there, and my name's still going to be ringing. But I felt like he should have just said, nah, I can't do it, instead of trying to straddle the fence. That's where the mishap comes in for me. Otherwise, I'm in complete agreement with you. I feel where you're coming from. It's clearly premeditated because you don't come in 139 and look like that. If he would have came in 139 and he would look blown up, he would have had the tire around the waist, he look all soft and all that, then I would have been like, yeah, this nigga Key tripping. But clearly, he knew that he wasn't going to make 135 soundly. He knew that. Because I'm just looking at the condition that he's in. But again, like that's where the communication comes in. And I also feel like maybe he just didn't want to let folks down and not sabotage the event. But he ended up doing that anyway, inadvertently.
Right.
We were just talking about that the other day, just when you see guys have something going on with them and they still go through with the fight anyway. And then people going to criticize you afterwards once you reveal everything that you had going on with you. They're going to say, oh, you just making excuses. Like, no, nigga, I really did have to go to the dentist. I had to have a tooth pulled, so on and so forth. So, for me personally, if I was Key's team, I would have been like, nah, man, let's not even trying to go through with this.
Right.
Because he said himself that he was having issues making 135 for the Lemos fight. He was saying that he was feeling a little drained then. So if you knew them, why the hell would you commit to that? But De Los Santos being a name opponent, you know what I'm saying? Him being a name opponent, I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
really
sure
want
he
to
was
see
just
that.
like, F it.
Right. Right. Hey, he said they retired the money spread. I see you, JP. Don't worry. I'm going to start one up over here. $5 money spread. Go get my 5 singles from the store. Money spread. Double tap the screen, y'all. If y'all haven't, we're going to keep cooking.
But he gonna play. He gonna be a player at 140 for sure, man. With them skills, with the skills he got, and he got the frame for 142. Because he was already pretty rangy for a damn 135 pounder. So at 140, I feel like he got the perfect build for it. And if he can put a little bit of muscle on, and one thing I do like about Keyshawn is every time you see him, you don't never really see him looking crazy out of shape. Like when I seen him, he was in between fights. This is after the Pedraza fight. I seen him in the Hulu Theater, and like he looked like he was still pretty damn lean. So I think that's gonna work to his benefit.
I have one fight in December in DR. That's good for Evan. Shout out to Tony. What's good with it? Let's keep rolling something else. I mean, look, Keyshawn, man, he just got to stay down, stay focused, stay positive, man. His opportunities will come. He said, everybody's new top rank deal is something they talking about? I mean, I hear Top Rank was looking to possibly be on multiple networks and shit like that, but I haven't heard about any new deal with Keyshawn per se. Not on my end. I haven't heard anything about it. The final and only word in his camp. Shout out to the businessman. Nah, he ain't retired. He just said that in the video. That's why I put the question mark. Because, he just basically talking about what he was talking about. Somebody asked him about boxing. He said, man, I'm retired, man. Don't ask me about boxing. I'm talking about my aura, not boxing. And I think that's the part that people don't realize. They be thinking they everything they say and do is supposed to reflect boxing, but that's just not realistic. You know what I'm saying? Top Rank will be everywhere in 2026, but something I seen was Tim Bradley. He been doing his little hot takes, man. He did one in regards to Norman and Haney. And he spoke about Norman Jr. possibly needing his own judges, man. I'm going to play that for y'all, and I'm going to respond to it like we always do. Let's get to it.
Yo, Tim Deathstorm Bradley, you already know the rest. Ryan Norman Jr. and Pops, y'all going to have to bring your own judges. Yeah. Your own judges from ATL. Trust me. You're going to have to bring Knight, Quill. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. 4:30 in the morning a.m. I'm up studying. Are you guys studying? Are you guys watching film? I am. Yeah. Check this out, what I picked up today. Man, just check it out. Listen to me. And I want you guys to go back and investigate. I'm trying to educate y'all. Go watch the first few rounds of the last fight of Devin Haney. Watch Haney when he's moving to his right. Watch Haney how often he moves to his right. Okay? This needs to be a saying in the gym. All right? If you make him pick up his feet, his jab is obsolete. If you make him pick up his feet, his jab is obsolete. Yes. Did you see? Do you guys understand what Ramirez did? Although he didn't get enough offense off, had a hard time finding the target, right? But you see what he did? He came out and he attacked him early. It wasn't reckless, under control. He made him pick up his feet. That's why Haney's jab was obsolete. A fighter can't jab when his feet are like this and he's C-stepping. A fighter can't jab like that. He can't. No. You make him pick up his feet, you make him move. Most of the time, he's going to move to the right. That's where you want Haney to move, to his right, to your right. We're right into your damn left hook.
Tim giving out that
Because
game.
I noticed that when Haney...
Hit that like button, y'all. We still here. Tim giving out that game, y'all.
Oh, just pay attention. Oh, yeah. He'll swing right, but then he'll swing back left to use his jab. All right? Now, that doesn't mean that Haney won't set any traps on your behind if you catch up. Because Haney, he morphs into whatever the hell he needs to morph into. Yes. Haney got levels. Haney, he got dimensions. Yes, he does. He will morph into what he needs to. So occasionally, he'll step right and try to line you over in the uppercut if you reach. Yeah. Or he might even pivot around you.
You can tell
right?
he be watching film.
But I noticed watching Haney, every time he moved right, that's when he gets himself into trouble. Go watch the Lomachenko fight when he's moving right, and you will see what I'm talking about. Go watch any fight of Haney, and you will see he gets hit most when he's standing directly in front of you or when he's moving to his damn right. Damn. Just check it out.
His right is Brian Norman's left. That shit we've been talking about, man.
Please, do me that favor. One more thing. When they dip, you lift. When they dip, you lift. Right? When they dip, you lift. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Because I see a pattern. Pattern. Hope I'm saying that right. Pattern. Hope I'm saying that right. I'm seeing a pattern. That's right right there. Pattern. With Haney. Yes. When they reach out to grab, bow, uppercut. I'm letting y'all know, hey, the Normans,
Bill not talking crazy because they know.
Anyways, that's my fair warning.
Be highly
to
aware
the
of the net that might take place if he get out of hand. If he get crazy. I liked him, man.
I have no objections to what Bill has said because I've actually been watching the Ramirez fight. And that's what I was saying a couple weeks ago. I'm not sure if y'all remember, but I was telling y'all, if you look at the footwork that he employed in that fight, when he was moving laterally, he was moving to his right, but most importantly, he set a very, very, very strict pattern where he would hop right, hop left, and then move back to his right. And what Tim is saying is spot on. Because if you're squared up like that, how the hell are you going to be able to fire the jab at full extension? In order to be able to fire the jab at full extension, you got to be bladed somewhat. For multiple reasons. For one, you want to be bladed because now you bring your lead hand way closer to the target. If you're an orthodox fighter or southpaw fighter, you're bringing your lead hand closer to the target. But if you're squared up, now your lead hand has further distance to travel. So how the hell are you going to generate offense? And that's why I've personally been asking the question, how does he generate the offense? Not so much how can he evade him.
Right.
How do you generate the offense consistently? That's the first and foremost. And then the other thing is, how do you put yourself in a position to counter? Let's say if he overextends, he's reaching, he's putting himself out of position. He being Brian Norman Jr., how are you able to counter him? Because I don't believe that Devin Haney needs to be this monstrous puncher in order to get respect, but you do got to be a sharp puncher. And how the hell are you going to be a sharp puncher if you're squared up and your feet are parallel? How does that work? What can you get on those punches? Because you can't rotate all the way through. Now, I do think it's important to move laterally in spots, but there's a difference between lateral movement and perpetual movement. Perpetual movement, you just keep moving in a circle like the damn hands on a clock. But when you're moving laterally, you are literally squared up. You gotta be
Mindset.
squared up. So how do you generate that offense? I agree 1,000%, Mo City. You definitely got to be purposeful. And as he was saying about if when you dip, you lift, that's the one thing I did notice to tie both of those points together that Brian Norman Jr. was able to do with Sasaki. And folks are going to say, oh, well, it was Jen Sasaki. But if you notice, Devin Haney, he's got a tendency of slipping where? Almost exclusively to his right. So if he dips down, you meet him there. You punch where he's going. As a matter of fact, if you go rewatch the first Kambosos fight, Dev was actually bleeding above his right eye. Why was he bleeding above his right eye? Because he was getting hit with left hooks. Why the hell was he getting hit with left hooks? Because George Kambosos figured something out. Okay, if I jab at the guy, he slips to his right, which is conventional. That's good jab defense. But if he slips to his right, all I got to do is double up with the lead hand. I can fire the jab and hook off that bitch, and I'm going to hook where he's going. So you could just throw the jab as a throwaway punch or even feint at him. Feint at him, get a reaction. If he slips to his right, you meet him there with the left hook or with the left uppercut if you want to. And I believe that's what Tim is hinting at when he says, if he dips, you lift. So instead of throwing a straight punch, throw an uppercut because he's going to dip into it. And then you got momentum on both sides. Those are the biggest car crashes, right? When there's momentum from both sides, when they collide. So if he's dipping down and you're punching up, shit. There you go. I agree with that too. Mo City. As far as him struggling just a tad bit. And I believe part of it is, I'm not gonna say an inability, but I don't think that they've necessarily worked with him on being comfortable where he has to just be still and just trust his defense, whether it be his guard or his upper body movement. Like Dev's defense is solid, but it's mainly with his legs. Like Dev is not one of them dudes where if you were to just have him plant his feet, his defense would still be as effective. Like he's just not there. I'm not gonna say that he couldn't be there because he's still a young guy. And depending on training, who the hell knows? But like as of right now, if you look at him defensively, it's mainly with his legs. And it's mainly in straight lines.
Right.
He's not a James Toney type of dude, or even to compare him one of his other contemporaries in Shakur Stevenson. And we found that out, right? In the Zepeda fight.
Yeah.
If Shakur Stevenson could be stationary, he could still defend himself, even in a phone booth. Because he knows how to pick shots off with his backhand. He still moves his head enough. No, he's not Mike Tyson. He ain't bobbing and weaving. But he can pull, he can slip, he can roll, and he can parry shots and catch shots with his backhand and defend his body with his offhand, with his rear hand. He could still defend his body. I mean, I should say with his lead hand. He could defend his body. So the lead hand covers the body, the backhand defends the head, and then you combine that with the head movement. And with Devin Haney, we just don't see that. That's not to say that he can't do it, but if you look at him historically, that just hasn't been the case. That just hasn't been the case. So I think that's where things can be very problematic for him. Now, on the other end, for Brian Norman Jr., one thing I say about Brian Norman Jr. is Brian Norman Jr. has really, really, really good timing. Like, it's extremely difficult. Like, if you really go watch him fight, it's difficult to find occasions in which he's getting touched and he's not touching the other guy. It's very difficult to find engagements where that happens. But the thing with Brian Norman Jr. is, where I feel like he's got to get better is, you got to be able to combine the timing with more defensive responsibility. So you don't want to just be trading. You don't want to just be able to outgun the other man and just rely primarily on your ability to take a shot. You want to have a little bit of that Tim Witherspoon. Like Tim Witherspoon could catch a shot with the backhand and fire a shot simultaneously. or in more recent times, like what we seen what Bud did with Errol Spence, where he was able to catch Errol's jab and shoot his own jab simultaneously. He was able to do that. I think that if Brian Norman Jr. were to incorporate something like that consistently, he'd be even more dangerous, because it's not just the power with him that you got to worry about, it's the timing. He is going to tax you. It's like, yeah, you may be able to touch him, but you're gonna walk out with some shit, and that's what happened with Cuevas. Like when he got his legs wobbled by Cuevas, he got hit on the top of the head with that left hook. He also caught Cuevas on the chin, and then ultimately we saw that Brian Norman Jr. was able to take Cuevas's punches better than Cuevas was able to take his. But just because you can take a punch doesn't mean that you should take a punch, for several reasons. For one, you can mess around and get hit with some shit and then just get short circuited. But also just for the purpose of longevity. Like, why the hell would you want to rely on your chin? If you can move your head off the line, if you can catch a shot with your backhand or take the steam off. In fact, mostly he definitely doesn't have the power to be able to trade with him. In chess terms, it would be like somebody trading their queen for a damn pawn. And you don't trade a pawn for real material. You just don't do that. Or any piece of value. You don't trade a pawn for a damn rook or a knight or a bishop. And that's essentially what it would be like if Devin Haney was in that position with Brian Norman Jr. Keep trading with that young man if you want to, and you're going to fuck around and find out. And then have 6 weeks of your life erased from your memory. So you don't want to do that like Sasaki. He timed him perfectly. He set that up. Like he stabbed him to the body. Sasaki tried to return the favor, tried to stab him to the body. And what did he do? He popped right back up with his head on the center line. And he caught him while he was pulling out. Clean ass left hook. Like, you don't want to put yourself in that type of position. And I think that's why rhythm for Devin Haney is going to be extremely. What surprised me most when looking at both of these guys is that once upon a time, I would have thought that Devin Haney was leaps and bounds more technical. I do think that Devin Haney, from what he's put down on film, I do feel like he's more tactical than Brian Norman Jr. But as far as technical is concerned, like I was sharing with you and most of the other day, like when you see Devin Haney throw his right hand, like he falls in quite a bit. And one of the things that we say about Devin Haney is that he's got great feet. And just from watching him, I don't think he's got great feet. I think he's got good feet. And I think his feet are good because of his mobility. He's able to move. He's agile. He can get all around the ring, so on and so forth. But in order to have great feet, I feel like you gotta be able to combine mobility with balance and stability. And a lot of times when he's throwing his power shots, he's falling in. When he throws his left hook, a lot of times he's leaving his feet, he's falling in. When he's throwing his right hand, a lot of times he's falling in. And he's got a nice jab, but at times when he doubles up on the jab, he ends up reaching, and that ultimately leads to him falling in. So I think he's got good feet on the defensive end, but on the offensive end, that's where it gets a little dicey. So, yeah, with Brian Norman Jr., I say with him, gotta bolster that defensive responsibility and use that in tandem with the timing. And with Devin Haney, I think with him it's gonna come down to rhythm and not allowing the guy to time you. You know, you got to mix up that time and try to keep it as unpredictable as possible. Because that left hook that he got hit with Ryan Garcia, it didn't happen because he fought the wrong fight. Despite what many of us have been led to believe, I truly, in my heart of hearts, like watching that fight multiple times, I don't feel like Devin Haney fought the wrong fight. He didn't go out there like Hagler Hearns, where as soon as the bell rang, he just went out there and pressed Ryan Garcia out. You look at that fight, he circled around the ring several times. He probably threw about 2 punches in a whole damn minute. The first one that he threw was a stab to the body, which he threw from range, which was fairly responsible. And then the second punch he threw was what? A jab. But if you look at that fight, Ryan Garcia They're only separated by a half an inch, maybe, in reach. So that means if you can touch him, he can touch you. Ryan just timed him while he was shooting his jab and placed the left hook on his chin. But in the rounds where he was most successful, he was able to lay the jab with the feints and keep Ryan off his case. And then I also liked when he put Ryan on the back foot. Because Ryan, when the hell have we ever seen him be successful on the back foot? Every fight where he's had success, he was coming forward. He's not a back foot fighter at all. And I know some people would say, well, you don't want to follow the puncher. Like George Foreman used to say that during the HBO broadcast. You don't want to follow the puncher. But in Ryan's case, he's not good off the back foot. He's just not. And especially if he's only throwing one punch, which is his left hand. I've never seen a man throw a straight right hand off the back foot. I've probably seen him throw an uppercut maybe once off the back foot, and that was versus Duarte. Oscar Duarte, he caught him with a nice little uppercut off the back foot. But outside of that, he's primarily front foot dominant. He's coming forward. He's putting you on your heels and making you react to him and not the other way around. As a matter of fact, more often than not, when you see him get pressed, what does he do? He do that little Victor Vale shell shit, and he turn his back. Ryan does that every single time somebody is being offensive and they pressing him. He turns his back.
Yeah.
But when Dev got caught, it was when he was shooting the jab. It wasn't because he was out there brawling and exchanging. He was shooting the jab. And then, and to Tim's point about the Ramirez fight, if you look at that fight, Dev wasn't really letting his jab go like that. And a lot of it had to do with what? The height and the range. Because if he could touch Ramirez, that means Ramirez can touch him.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. So Dev gotta mix that rhythm up. Dev gotta mix that rhythm up. And hopefully, and this is my hope, that we get a good fight. But hopefully, just from a technical standpoint, he's shown a little bit of growth because he's gonna need it in this fight. Because he's actually got the reach disadvantage. And to being able to guy with good time, and the last thing you want to be doing is fucking around and falling in. And that's a quick way to get hit with something that'll give you a one-way ticket, you know what I mean, to the Rockstar logo, R.I.P. Ricky Hatton.
Right. And shout out to Eddie Hearn, man. They won a purse bid, they saying. Muratalla and Andy Cruz. They was calling Andy a duck. They was calling Muratalla a duck. Wonder what they're going to say if this fight get pushed over the hump, man. I think it's a good fight. It kind of seems like it can go either way, man. But maybe Muratalla, the experience as a pro, and enough polish to deal with the Cuban style of Andy Cruz and Bozy Ennis. It's a really good fight for boxing. I like it. He make himself a champion at the weight class. Things get interesting. Andy Cruz, man. So I just want to see a good fight, man. I know they do take it. Well, obviously they won the purse bid, so it looked like it's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure Robert will have Muratalla prepared for this fight. It's a good scrap for Andy. It's a real test for both. Man, I kind of lean a little bit towards Muratalla because of the pro experience, right? Polish. I like Robert as a trainer. I like Bozy too, but this could be too early or right on time for Andy because he is older than most at the stage he at. So he kind of behind. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do. We can pull off a win. I like the fight though. Good shot, good shit for Matchroom now. Let's see if they can put the guy in the driver's seat to be a world champion. Nah, Cruz a beast. Cruz a dog. I mean, Cruz a dog, man. He a beast, man. He sharp as hell. He can box his ass off. Talented as hell. It's a toss-up. It's a pick-em fight, but I might lean towards the Muratalla because of the experience, along with Robert Garcia and him just being ready. think it'll be a good competitive fight. Got the experience, bro. Got in his corner. Same thing I'm saying, Jordan. You heard me. I said experience and Robert Garcia. So yeah, I lean toward him for that. Cruz had more fights, then I probably could look at it a little different. Even that is still going to be a test. So it ain't going to be no easy fight for neither guy. I think they both get tested that night, and may the best man win. No dog in the race. Like both fighters, salute both of them. Andy get to prove what he really worth, man. A lot of people are high on him. You know what I'm saying? So he win this fight. It'll validate a lot of people's claims that they had about him already. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see. I think it's a good fight. But shout out to everybody, man. Got to run real quick, man. I appreciate y'all rocking out, tuning in for another dope build. Make sure y'all double tap that screen and hit that like button on the way out. As always, sub to the channel if you haven't. Turn them notifications on and all that good stuff, y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking out with me again. Tomorrow's Friday. We're going to close the week strong, man. We're going to keep building on this boxing, man. So, pro box type of matchup. Yeah, man. Yeah, you can give him some hell. It's going to be a good fight. Tricky fight for sure for both. But, hit the like on the way out. Sub to the channel. Share the live. And I'll see all y'all tomorrow, Friday. Let's keep building. Drip. I'm the ocean. You stupid. Shout out to my brother behind the hands. Peace to the fans.
Representing Brick City, Shakur.
Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination. It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur leading them with straight left hand.
Oh, there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother, Just Due.